Apparently you've never been on TV before.
And hello, we are here ready for the Hull vs Liverpool game, and we are excited to be joined by a University of Hull legend, which is Sam Folds.
How you doing, mate? You're right.
Yeah, so
broken. I would say it was the optimum word.
As the reigning Hull QB passing leader, touchdown leader, how are your thoughts on this season so far?
So it's been alright. I mean, firstly, it's always lovely to be back, seeing the Sharks. And I know we had that tough loss last week, and it really comes down to how the guys will, come back from that. From what I've seen this morning, the running game's looking pretty decent. I'm excited to actually see some running, which is weird for me because when we were there, I think it was like 80-20 pass to run.
I mean, the part of that's got to be on the quarterback who only throws the ball instead of runs it.
Our OC at the time, Paul Weston, he didn't believe that runs were a thing. And to be fair, it actually worked at the time, so yeah, we couldn't complain. But no, I'm looking to see some good football today.
Yeah, Liverpool coming into it 2-0. They did pretty well against MMU, who just managed to beat Hull in the fourth quarter, taking that comeback lead. With Hull being pretty good for the majority of the first three quarters, just struggling to get any points in that last phase of the game. But it promises to be a pretty close game. Anyone to look out for today?
So from following the team just from the start, and even the progression of this gentleman throughout senior league, it's got me my boy Alex Irvin. He's been on the sort of Brit Ball radar since the start. He's shown up. I think he got 4 sacks in the first game, a few QB pressures, but the work that he's put in individually on the off season, I think he's shown real class, and he's developed as a player. I mean, he's got another couple of years, another few. But yeah, we've also got Harry Sandvig, QB. aka Pikachu, because he wears Pikachu socks.
Oh, okay, I was wondering why he had that nickname.
He's actually wearing his Pikachu socks today as well. He's our starting QB. He's in his second year now, but yeah, showing a lot of promise. He's played a bit of youth, it's good to see him get in the starting spot. Just looking forward to seeing some good football, basically. And now, especially with this pitch that we've got, it's fast. You're able to make plays, especially explosive plays.
Yeah, so last time I was here was to watch the varsity game, which was not a good game of football, but Hull have retooled themselves in the off-season. Definitely some big improvement from some of the players that played senior ball all across the country, whether it's at the Bombers, the Alphas, elsewhere. Hopefully we'll get a pretty interesting game. Now, we're going to have some pretty shocking refereeing today. And that's not because we've got Bafra refs. No, it's because we've got Mr. Ball Out himself as one of the refs, Warwick Grosvenor. He's told me quite vividly that he's going to be calling a lot of down by contact today.
Brilliant.
And he's just prancing about with his pink
prancing
cough.
Out with a dirty towel. I would just like to say, going back to the highlight players, you've obviously got Mr. Meeks, Cameron. He's been phenomenal. He's actually playing tight end at the moment. He's basically a D lineman at tight end. Apparently he can catch now as well, which is great. And then Mr. Leighton Gower, our starting running back.
Yeah, Cameron definitely had a big season with the Humber Warhawks this last year.
Absolutely.
Helping them through to the playoffs and to Div 1 berth. So, yeah, I'm expecting big things from him today. Yeah, last year seemed to be the whole offense was Cam Meeks, and it was run up the middle, and he got killed by the end of it.
Yeah, I think that's the thing though, isn't it? Once you've got something that works, it's almost a bit like if it ain't. Sorry, I'm just getting distracted in the background. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Cameron, he's balled out at Uniball, and that's one of those things. If it's working, football's easy when it works. You don't really have to do much else if you can just run it down. Just keep doing the same thing over and over. And if they're there, it's up to the defence to stop it.
Yeah. So, what are you doing on the sideline today then? Are you going to be quarterback whispering?
So I turned up as just a spectator, but then that lasted about 30 seconds, and then I couldn't help but get involved. So I've just been doing the warm-up. I don't really know, to be fair. I will happily help out doing whatever needs to be done. I think that's the thing with the club. The club has given me a lot over the years, and I'm happy to be a servant for the club. I don't really want to do chains though.
No one wants to do
No one
chains.
wants to do chains. Or ball boy. If it's a thing where Mike wants, what can I see on the defense? I'm happy to help with that. But even just to come down and support, that's what I'm happy to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that you're here supporting as an alumni of Hull, even though technically now Nottingham Trent. But before you go, I just wanted to say, if anyone is watching this bit and thinks, my God, that guy's got a lovely moustache, you can donate to his Movember page. If you search Hull Sharks, I'd imagine it's probably shared on there somewhere.
So I'm actually doing it with the Sharks are doing their own ones. Like I say, if you guys are watching the stream, they definitely donate to the Hull Sharks. I'm doing sort of like a separate one, to be fair, but I'm not going to steal that from anybody. Yeah, I think it's just U8 Sharks on the Movember website, and that'll be the team page that you'll be able to donate to.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for coming over and having a chat.
Thank you as well.
Let's go Hull.
Yeah, let's go.
And we're just starting off with the coin tosses here in Hull. I'm lucky to be joined, at least for the start of commentary today, by Mr. Wide Receiver himself, Ryan Wakeling.
How do? Don't know how long I'll be here for. We'll wait and see if someone more knowledgeable turns up and takes my space, maybe, but we'll see.
Yeah, so as I discussed in the little interview with Sam Folds earlier, we have some makeshift refs out there, so it's going to be some questionable calls, some not necessarily knowing the rules fully, but I'm sure we'll get a good football game either way. So, did you see who?
No, I didn't. I'm just trying
to be receiving that.
I don't think they signalled. I think, but then again, as you've just alluded to, that's not going to be a surprise today.
Yeah, that's where it's going to make it a little bit harder for us when the refs seemingly can't be bothered to signal.
Yeah. We'll try and keep an eye out for who's got a tee, and then that'll give it away.
Liverpool coming off 2 wins, Hull off 1 defeat, but fairly close one.
Yeah, I was speaking to Mike, the Hull OC, Mike Syson, and he said it was he was fairly happy with the way they performed. Obviously, you always want to come away with a win, but he said for like the first game of the season they competed well and showed some stuff that was positive, but then also things to improve on. So it'd be interesting to see how they come out in this game today, bouncing on the back of that narrow loss in the first game of the season.
Get a little zoom in on our ref and crew today. That's Mr. Ball Out himself there at the front. And head ref in the middle is, afraid I'm not sure who that is.
I know I think he's associated with the Warhawks, maybe. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, and then the one on the right is a person.
Who's kickoff? Please, referee.
Warwick, Mr. Referee, who's kicking off? Liverpool kicking off to Hull. The referee's decided to come over and get some stretching done before the game starts.
He's got a resistance fan, just going to get a quick pre-game pump for the photos. And
okay, just getting the clip for the chains. I believe we're just going into a 1-minute silence. Okay, and away we go.
not a bad day for it though. Anyway, bit chilly. No wind or anything. Nice if it could stay dry.
Currently slightly warm after putting on 5 jumpers, thinking it was going to be freezing.
Well, better to be over prepared.
Yeah, if the weather can stay like this, we should get a good game. Forecast a little bit of rain later on, but nothing anyone from Hull or Liverpool aren't used to. So back to return, we have number 4, Quasi. Okay, I'm going to butcher some names today, so I believe that's
apologise now. And number, is it 43 the other side?
Yeah, it's number 43, who is Brisbane Charles. So we have 0 numbers for Liverpool, so if anything good happens for one of their players, he's just getting known by his number.
Yeah.
But fairness, I mean, other than the one guy who's in a different jersey,
Liverpool
look pretty snazzy.
I was about to ask, I don't know.
I think he's...
What's gone on there? Number 30, he's got red numbers.
The coaches did him dirty by giving everyone else fresh uniform. But, yeah, ready to kick off. So this playing here on a, is it a 90-yard pitch or is this full 100? It looks 90. But we're kicking off from the 40. 35. And don't worry, like, if you struggle to see the lines on the camera, you struggle to see them in person as well here. It's green lines on a green pitch, so it's not the easiest thing to be able to tell. Okay, look, fairly short kick, picked up there. Nice run from Cam Meeks up the middle. Gets it close to the halfway line.
Strong run, I think it was picked up from one of the back box players actually. He didn't quite make it to the returners and he just caught it clean and...
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not sure Liverpool's kickoff team have fully done their scout. It seems as they kicked it to one of the most dangerous weapons on the whole team. But still, keeping them near the halfway line. Do what we can do. So, new offensive coordinator for the Hull Sharks this season, Mike Sison, bringing them out into a bunch left formation. Pin pull, a big part of this offense. Let's see if we can see it straight away. And we do. Pin pull out to the left-hand side. He beats one tackle. And he's brought down for a decent gain. Yeah, got to the edge quite uninterrupted there. A few good blocks from that sort of bunch set. And yeah, good. I'm sure you can't sniff on that on first down run for what's maybe 7 or 8 yards. So yeah, about second and 2. Puts them in perfect condition. See if they can take a shot here potentially, or just keep on grinding. So spread it out a little bit this time. We get 2-by-2 spread. Liverpool in that one high look. Ooh, jet sweep off the right hand side, and he gets brought down in the backfield. Yeah, maybe. Oh, I think they've given him a first down. Yeah, they've given him a first down. Yeah, I thought he had good contain actually. I think it was 34 on the tackle, but sort of came across laterally and just gave him the chance to get them few yards rather than coming further downhill to stop the gain. Seems to be limping a little bit now, 34, so something to keep an eye on. It is first down as well, the chains are showing too, but there we go, shot now. First and 10, that 4-2-5 sort of look from Liverpool. Run up the right side, and another reasonable gain, about 3 yards that time. Yeah, I think from how they've come out, is that 3 runs, 3 plays, 3 runs, definitely trying to set the tone early and pick up them small gains on first downs, give yourself good opportunities later on in the downs, which obviously fundamental football really. Yeah, and like I say, like size-wise, it looks like a fairly even matchup up front. Neither side are particularly towering over each other, so where technique comes into play more than anything. Or 4-point stances all the way across the board. But still fails to get containment on that sprint out. And he just in and out of the hands on that hitch route on the sideline. Yeah, it's a shame because, I mean, it's open. The QB threw a nice ball just above his head, just straight through the hands. It's one of them that now it puts you in third and a little bit longer. If you catch that, you're third and short. So one they'd probably like to have back. But it shows that it was there early on in the game. So might be something they come back to later on. Them type of sprint out plays are cliche to say, but essentially a part of the run game in terms of just getting it out there, trying to get it into one of your playmakers' hands in a nice short throw. But there's good pass protection, sealing that edge. Motion across and then a run the opposite side. Oh, and a couple of people unblocked there coming straight through. I mean, the pile is keeping on going. A little bit of afters, but no flags raining in. Can't quite tell if it'll be enough or not. Oh, the referee on the sideline seems to be stood right at the down marker, and he's giving it a first down. That is a great second effort push. Talked about earlier, you might well see some things which you like a proper ref would have called that, but yeah, as you say, that second push, because I think he was probably, the first contact was definitely behind, short of the sticks, but then almost that second effort from the O-line in particular to get a new set of downs. So they're coming out here, spread again, running back in pistol. Play action short, flank screen. Can he get anything after the catch? That was a great tackle in the open field there.
Yeah, it's not a bad first play when you throw a screen out. You sort of you take a few yards, but you'd maybe like to see the receiver try and go a little bit further outside and avoid all the big lads that are in the middle. We always say you don't want to run towards all the people, try to stay outside. But again, on first down, it's a little bit of a chunk play. Maybe 4 yards. So
yeah, so far we've seen 34 can definitely tackle, so it might be worthwhile getting a hat on him and then just trying to run round. Line up here, bunch to the left again. High snap. QB manages to get onto it with a nice bounce, but he gets taken down for a big sack in the backfield.
Yeah, he's picked it up clean, but didn't quite catch the number, sorry, was 93 maybe, was already right on his tail, so couldn't do anything with it. And it's one of them plays you really hate to see, because a good drive, well balanced, running the ball, picking up a few yards, now you're well behind the stick, so...
Yeah, not only a high snap, but letting someone straight through on him as well.
Doesn't help.
So yeah, we are 3rd and very long right now. So we come trips to the left. Just the camera slightly for that. If we're going to wear it out, we've got sprint out to the right. Got someone in the flat. A good tackle.
A very good tackle,
Let's see where that's spotted. And that looks like it's just made a first down by like inches maybe.
We'll see what he calls in the middle. I don't think he's...
It's a lovely little sprint out play.
It looks
there.
close, actually. Yeah, no, the flat, it was wide open. Good throw. Right on his body so he can just get it and turn the corner. I was moving the sticks.
The cornerback turned to run with that fade route, leaving no one to cover that flat. And
a very good ball
catch from the quarterback.
Straight into his chest so he can, no messing around, thinking about where it is. Turn, get upfield, a good collision at the end to just get the first down.
Okay. So... lined up here in new formation, so we've got King with a tight end to the right. Seems to get bounced out to the left, and he's still a decent gain.
Yeah, the Q. I didn't quite see what happened in the middle from the angle that we were sat at, but QB kept it, and as I say, the edge was there, and that's a couple of times early on their drive, the edge they could get to it and sort of make a few yards on the sideline. And once again, that's the gain of 5 from the QB, just getting to the edge and.
Yeah, like even though these plays aren't working how Hull necessarily designed them, it's positive so far in terms of they're still able to churn out good yardage each and every time.
And first drive of the game, I mean, they've driven down the field, so you'd definitely be happy with how things have gone for a first drive. So
so back into that spread look. Seems like we've got man coverage out there. Coming out, we've got that little hitch route. But good catch.
Can he get in?
Can he get in?
Oh,
he reaches across. Was he down? What's the ref going to give? We got Mr. Ball out coming in and telling him the ball was short.
He definitely made the second effort to reach, but it did. Now, I'll say, controversial, it did look like it was almost just after, or was too late when he reached out. He might have already been down. So I'm not disappointed or.
No, it was a good tackle to bring him down. DB had full eyes on that ball there. Thought he was getting a pick 6 going the other way and just overshot it. A little bit late the pass came out, but great catch and turn.
What I was going to say, Nick, the pass was a little bit late and a bit risky, but we'll see if they can
So we've got press coverage on each side here. A bit of a delayed handoff. Can he squeak in? Well, no signal yet.
We've got one referee seems to be giving it, but the side judge hasn't signalled anything yet.
The referee that wouldn't be able to tell where he is exactly has given it. The other two, which should have the better view, haven't given it as of yet. So, unfortunately, though, we've got an injured player down on the field, so we're going to pull away from that
we said
slightly.
At the start, to be fair to the officials at our standard, and I mean doing everyone a favour at the end of the day, the lines are difficult to see. Actually, looking at the screen, it looks better from the angle above that we've got on the camera. Down on the pitch, it is difficult to see. So
we just missed it there on the camera, but they have awarded it as a touchdown. So that's essentially the back judge and the umpire essentially saying, "Screw you to the line judges. We know better." It was close. But yeah, points on the board for Hull to start off. We have ourselves a game. A little bit of discussion here with the referee.
Yeah, I think there might be a lot of that today, no matter what the decision is. So
yeah, I spoke to the rest beforehand and kind of suggested to them, like, if they're in doubt on stuff, just speak to the head coaches.
Yeah, I think as you know, when you're trying to get referees or you haven't got referees, it's not a good situation for anybody. I don't think anyone in Britball or Uniball or whatever America Foot would say it's a good situation to be in. But like, the lads want to play, you've got to give them an opportunity to play. So people stepping in and doing the teams a favour by giving up their time a referee it's just how it has to be. So there's going to be them things that people might disagree, or, do you know what I mean, discussions about certain plays. But at least they're playing football, because if these people didn't step in and referee, there wouldn't be a game. So
very scoopy and pulls it wide right.
Wide right, yeah.
So 6 points up on the board for Hull.
I do. Yeah, good, thanks. I'll catch you in a bit.
So I'm probably a little bit gutted about that field goal there. He just didn't seem to come cleanly off the foot. There was decent protection up front on it, but yeah, at the end of the day, 6 points.
Yeah, no, and I think Hull would be happy with that drive. You know, drove from the kickoff was to where, from midfield. So still like a 50-yard drive, first drive of the game. So, and a good balance as well, I'd say. Like, not just sort of one play that worked on the money, a good little sustainable drive. So
yeah, attacking them with some runs. That first pin pull went quite well, and then working that sprint out. There's definitely a lot of room for that quarterback to be able to set his feet and get the ball out when they're running that sprint out protection. Yeah,
100%. And the hitch was underneath, and then obviously when he ran the fade on the outside, the underneath was there. So
another short kick. Everyone's seeming to avoid it. Start off with, and he just gets on it. Number 3 heads. Not number 3, sorry. Number 80.
Number
8.
88, yeah, who got on the ball.
Yeah, good play there by 88. Seems as everyone else seems to want to avoid the ball.
I'd say even 88 looked a little bit relaxed, just sort of coming up slow. No one seemed to really want it, but
yeah,
I mean, at least he got on it at the end of the day. And they're not in a bad position. It's not like they're pinned way back. So
yeah, whether early in the season, like, they just haven't really seen too many short kicks yet.
Yeah,
needed a bit of communication to go on. But
Britball special teams, I think, up and down the country, things like that happen all the time. So
yeah, short kicks when they're not always meant.
Yeah.
But so Liverpool coming out here in spread, running back to the right. A little bit of jumpiness, but a great play coming out of the left-hand side there. So I believe that was Alex Irvin.
I've paper down here.
Yeah, Alex Irvin. So he got a few sacks last week, and he comes in first play. Straight off the edge, essentially unblocked, it looked like.
Yeah, it looked like he was clean through, but Hull brought a lot of people down to the line, so.
Refs discussing. Didn't see any laundry come out onto the field, but that doesn't mean anything right now. Waving the flag off. Didn't see the flag in the first place.
I didn't see a flag anyhow, but. Or maybe we should say a bit of fabric for today with
a duster.
Yeah,
that's what's out there. So still in that spread look.
It's a big lad there, quarterback, man. We were saying earlier about.
A lot of pressure there from Hull coming straight
like
through.
The jumps anyway. I think there's a flag on the far side.
Yeah, good eyesight, good eyesight. So yeah, it looks like offside from the defence, you'd imagine. But it seems that Hull's tactic's going to be to bring the pressure and see if Liverpool can cope with it.
Definitely look like they're bringing the backers up to the line and at least showing a lot of heavy pressure, and obviously a bit too eager.
You'd have to say, though, with the height of the quarterback, if he can get his slot receivers to just turn into on a quick slant or any sort of hot route, he should be able to get it up and over that line into quite a lot of space. So looking at 3-4 defense too high. Jet sweep off the left edge. A nice run from 88. We've got some feather dusters on the field again.
It did look like there was maybe. Now again, I don't want to question the referees too much today. But it did look like there was maybe a bit of a hold on one of the tackles that was outside, but whether that was what was noticed or not, I'm not sure.
Oh, and we are honoured to have the great Tobias watching the stream today. Thank you for your comment. I hope that great work isn't directed at Hull, since as you're a Lincoln Colonial coach. But, yeah, so that looks like it's going to be given as a hold. There was a lot of calls for hold from the Hull sideline, but I mean, every play, I'm pretty sure someone on one of the sidelines is going to be calling for a hold.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know if they've actually have given anything here. Oh, well. Oh, no, sorry, because the run was up. There's me talking rubbish. Ignore me.
So
I'm not sure what's been given, but hey.
No. I'm not sure anything got given there, actually. But
Well,
then he
no,
looked like
because
he
he
got
made
more
a
than
first
that.
down, so
But we're on
still
third and
third.
10, so
So
yeah.
something was given. Oh, and big pressure up the middle again. 99, I think, getting there first.
Yeah, 99 came steaming through. So that is Paxman. Jeremy Paxman comes in with
Jeremy
the big
Paxman.
sack.
Yeah, he got, again, like we said earlier, he got there fairly uninterrupted, it seemed. The QB sort of just got his head down straight away and had no chance to even read the field. The pressure was there so quick. So a good first showing by the Sharks defense.
Yeah, and if anyone watching does know people's first names, feel free to share it, because I don't know it. Oh, timeout.
Yeah, coaches talking about it. It was just going to be a common theme of the day.
Yeah. Obviously, we can't hear them, but it's pretty hard to know what he's exactly thinking right now. Whether he's complaining about the change.
I think there must be
or-
something to do with the penalty that was just given. So 88 made a fair few yards, but I'm pretty sure there was maybe a holding call. Now, I don't know the rules too much myself, so we can speculate. Maybe he's arguing how the holding was
Oh,
enforced.
One of the refs looking on his phone. I think we're getting a rule book check right now. So, I mean, the argument could be that it was holding past the first down line.
Yeah, because he definitely made yards, a lot more than where the ball was spotted for that third down attempt.
Yeah. But at the same time, like, if that's the case, it's annoying for the coach, but you waited a play before objecting.
Yeah.
Maybe if he'd objected straight after the penalty, they might have sorted it
Yeah.
out. But when you've already played the third down snap, it's a bit difficult to go back and change it.
But then we're back to the thing of it's probably easier for him. He has a play then to think about it. He goes, oh, well, hang on, that's not right. Whereas the referees obviously don't have that time to sit.
Oh,
and
yeah. As an offensive
deliberate.
coordinator, you sometimes call him for what you think has happened on the field.
Yeah.
And then what? You find out the ball's spotted completely differently or on the complete wrong hash.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Oh, Toby, what a sweetheart. Look, great work for us.
Well, thank you, Tobias. So it still says third down on the sideline, but it has to be fourth down. Yeah, the chains are moving now.
So now the ball... So now...
Or is it third down? I mean...
Well, because now we're even further back than that previous play we just... Unless...
There's another penalty just then, but
now,
why would you accept
you
it
might
as
know more
Lincoln?
than me, but that holding, do you
Lincoln
replay the down? So maybe that was second down, was it? And is this the third down?
No, so that was third down was the holding.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if they didn't change the
Yeah, with
the
pistol,
down
we've got
marker.
a reverse around.
Yeah, same play. There is space here as well.
Yeah, he's got some moves. Can he go all the way? Oh, he steps out of
steps
bounds. I mean,
God.
the whole
Hate
player
to
was
see that.
desperate for a tackle there because he went in for a little cuddle a good 5 yards out of bounds. Nothing rough in it, but just wanted a little cuddle.
We'll just have to put a line under whatever down or whatever we just played, but a good play from Liverpool. That same reverse again to the same player as earlier, and there was space outside there.
Yeah, some great blocking on that one. Definitely couldn't argue for a hold, at least from our vantage point.
No, I couldn't see anything.
So, first down on about the 25-yard line, it looks like, 28-yard line.
Yeah, real big chunk play, sort of get them in. Also, a different QB.
Yeah. Oh, slightly strange toss coming out the side there, and a big hit.
Yeah, good
Ooh,
contact.
you could hear that from over
99
here.
again. Was it Paxman? If I remember correctly.
So it was Paxman and
Number 99.
a player who isn't on my sheet as well. I think 48 was in the tackle as well, maybe. Oh, fortunately we've got a player down. So just going to come away from that for a second. And you can all see
We'll see our bright
beautiful
red
mugs.
noses in this cold weather.
So, well, we've got a little break here, and you're wearing the hat and advertising it.
Yeah.
Let's have a little talk about Sealand. So, game coming up.
Yeah, so playing, I guess next week, well, this weekend coming in Mallorca, we're playing the Mallorca Volters, I believe you say it. So, should be a good little test. It'll be my second time playing with Sealand. Played in Iceland against no, I'm going to forget their name. Some team in Reykjavik. So yeah, it'll be a good showing out, good run. I don't know if there'll be a stream or not. To be fair, it's something I need to ask a question. So.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, I'd like to watch it. I mean, in the last game, so your last game was the first one for Sealand. You put up some decent numbers out there. It seemed to be QB's favourite target on the day.
It's
we see more of the same?
I think you go to them like a sort of exhibition where you don't know anybody. You just hope that you can make a few plays. And I was lucky enough to get one ball thrown, caught it, and it was like, oh, hang on. Maybe he can catch, and it was like, I'd do it again. So hopefully it'll be my second time. I know a lot more of the lads now, know the quarterback a lot better and the coaches. So yeah, hopefully it'll be a good outing.
Big question, I'm sure everyone involved with Sealand and everything else wants to know, are we going to be seeing turtlenecks on the night out again afterwards?
I don't know. It might be too warm for turtlenecks. I'm not sure. We'll see. I might pack it. I've got like a 10 kilo limit on my bag. I'm sure I can sneak a turtleneck in there and we'll see what happens.
Very good. We've still got this player down on the field. Medics are just looking at him. They seem to be looking at his ankle. Hopefully.
Yeah. Is it Sky, the physio, today? I don't know. Look like Sky. Could be wrong.
I'd zoom in, but then we'd be zooming in on the injury. So.
Yeah.
Potentially, but I mean, generally, uni teams are quite fortunate that you tend to be able to get someone from the physio course at the uni, so you always have good medical care on hand here.
Yeah, I think, again, the little I know about university, they've all got to do a certain amount of hours, so coming down to a game like this on a weekend sort of ticks off 4 of your hours. Good experience, I guess.
And while we're still on this break, we talked earlier about Movember. If you're feeling charitable, feel free to dish out. But it seems as we're also in one of the homes of rugby league. I thought I'd wear my hat today, and if anyone wants to donate to the motor neurons disease, so the pioneer Rob Burrows was at the England game last week. No, sorry, not Rob Burrows, Kevin Sinfield, his fellow player, putting things on for it, signing books. It's a really good cause, and yeah, it means a lot to people.
Yeah, there's a lot of lads I've seen today with interesting looking facial hair, which I'm sure they all note down to Movember, but maybe that's just like university laziness of not shaving. But there you go. If I could grow anything, I'd be doing it too. But
yeah, if I could grow a proper beard, I would. I'd say they're like Mr. Movember, like still got a moustache right now. Warwick Grove out there, but hopefully we'll get a zoom in on it later. It's looking very grey now.
We'll see
Warwick.
if he calls anything controversial that we need.
Very grey.
See if he calls anything controversial, we need a close up on his face for.
Okay, we've got the player getting up now. Seems to be about to walk off, hopefully on it under his own team. So hopefully we'll get back to the action in a minute, and hopefully this player's all right. We'll get you a number when we can. It's 58, I believe, but
yeah,
hobbling to the sideline. But
yeah, he seems to be putting a fair bit of weight on his ankle, so hopefully nothing too severe.
All right, and all of you can now not have to look at our ugly mugs for a little bit.
Interesting sort of a contrast of the two offensive drives. Sharks very I'll say, methodical drive and sort of smaller little plays, and then Liverpool sort of with that one bigger chunk off that reverse from 88. So interested to see if they can get some points from it here now.
Yeah, I'd be interested to know why they've made that change at quarterback, because it's also not a very stealthy change. Seems as 8's a lot smaller than the other quarterback, and he's also wearing a bright red helmet.
Yeah.
But we're here second and about 12. Yeah, we got that bunch formation to the right with pistol in the backfield. Very similar looks to what Hull were giving Liverpool. Low snap.
Yeah.
He does a good job to get
very
on
low
it.
snap. He just wanted to get on it, and I don't think there was anything he could have done to make a play there. So just happy to see another down.
Yep. And the defensive player hoping he got there before his knee touched the ground so he can get a sack instead of it just being a down. But we're now looking at third and about 15. Liverpool are going to have to rely on them big chunks if they keep stalling on them early downs.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. They sort of couldn't have anything, and they had that one big chunk play. So now you're closer to the end zone. The field's a lot smaller. You sort of need them smaller yardage plays. So
yeah, so we've got like flanker close formation here, 2 by 2. Oh, we've got boot to the right, guy in the shallow. Oh, lovely pass, gets
nice
it
ball.
over Bruce Ball.
Yeah, great ball. That rollout again.
Yeah, so I mean, 24, Alex Bruce seemed to be caught in a bit of two minds there. Does he cover the deep?
Yeah,
or does he try drive on that flat?
There was a lad coming across on the flat, and then I think 18, was it on the catch? Looked like he ran sort of more corner behind it. I didn't quite see the start of his route, so apologise if I'm wrong, but ran the corner over the top of it, and a nice high-low, putting the defender in a bit of a high-low situation. Which one do I go to?
Yeah, and he threaded it over the top of him beautifully. That might be why we saw the change at quarterback.
Possibly.
Or another high and wide snap.
Tell you, he's got the edge over here.
I mean, that is a hell of a job by the quarterback to make something out of that play.
I can't quite see the number of his shirts like rolled up, but
number 8, I think.
No, sorry, I mean of the shark who came like from way midfield to make a good tackle on the edge there to stop any more yards.
That's right, but that seemed to be like it was getting set up for a jet sweep, and with that high and wide snap, quarterback just did all he could
might
with
have
it.
been 75, I think, or 73, the backer who sort of ran all the way out there to make that tackle. So
yeah, so we've got that bunch formation again. Still got that safety high to the left. Oh, a delayed handoff, and 97 comes in and smokes him up the middle.
Another high snap. To be fair, I wonder if it didn't look like it was supposed to be a delay. It was the snap that sort of slowed the exchange, and obviously the defense making most of that. So it's a few plays on this drive where the snap's been a little bit wayward. I wonder if.
All I can say is maybe the centre doesn't realise he's got the other quarterback and he's snapping it for the other height. But
I mean, not that I've ever played line, but he had that one low one at the start, so it's probably in his head. He doesn't want to have another low one, so they're all sort of sailing a little bit now.
Still in that bunch formation. I think they probably just haven't been able to run the plays they've wanted to so far because of these snaps. Or a big false start at right guard. 62 a little bit too eager. Liverpool just shooting themselves in the foot, relying on these big gains.
Yeah, I thought they were going to start to get something going with that pass to 18 on the edge, but a few sort of stopped runs, and as you say, you get behind the. Well, I say the sticks were third and goal now, but sort of get behind yourselves, or what you want to call. You put yourself in bad situations where you're calling plays you don't really want to be calling.
Something slightly interesting from the defense's look is if you look at the outside receiver on the left, he seems to have pretty much head up / inside leverage with that safety inside of him. And he's giving him the outside on a fade, but they choose to go for that handoff to 88 again, and they get smoked.
46 was stood waiting for it almost. It was like he knew it was coming. It was called out well, and he was stood waiting. I guess that's the thing, when you've called it twice already in one drive, the Sharks have seen it now, so any sort of call for a reverse, you know, there's going to be someone looking for 88 coming around the other side.
Well, that was a big stop on third and long.
It was. Interesting to go back to that same play call that you've called twice on drive, and it's worked twice, but something like a reverse, I feel like it's maybe a bit of an all or nothing.
And especially when you're so close to the end zone, so the safeties aren't going to be deep.
Yeah.
Previously on the other time, with them two high safety looks, the safety was essentially out of the picture until about 20 yards down the field.
Yeah, and I think it was the safety that play. Was it 46 that was literally just stood on the edge, just, well, I know where you're going to come to me, so I'm just stand here and make the tackle when you get here. So.
And welcome to Uniball, everyone. We are already into the second quarter. 12-minute quarters do not last long.
At least I don't have to keep goosenecking too far to look down the field.
So we'll see fourth and goal from the about 15, 20 yard line.
Looked like they were setting up for a field goal when they're at the other end.
Yeah, you got to think 6-point game. Just take the points if you can. If you have the quality to be able to kick it.
Number 2, the kicker.
Hull are bringing the pressure on this by the look of it.
No, way left.
Still
like a good
waiting
snap.
for a signal, but
Yeah, I think he did signal it.
did he? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it
In
looked
the
like a
end-
good snap and a good hold. Just
Yeah.
again, not the contact on the kick.
not too bad of a drive from Liverpool. Like, as the coaches on that sideline, to me, you'd be looking at it thinking, if we didn't shoot ourselves in the foot on early downs,
Yeah.
we would have done pretty well on that drive.
Absolutely.
Get rid of them mistakes, get rid of some of them high snaps, and all of a sudden you start marching down the field with ease. But I mean, the benefit of going for a field goal there, even though they haven't, I'm not sure they've spotted the ball in the correct place. It should be where it was kicked from. Like, it's still only on the 20.
Yeah. Oh, big hole.
Oh, wow. Massive gap down that left-hand side. Can he outrace him to the sideline? Oh, and he just gets pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, real good. Like a bit of a counter from what I saw. Could be wrong again. I apologise if I am. But
So cornerback did a good job on that one to come off of his block and just make sure he wasn't giving up the sideline, because
yeah, send them back inside.
yeah, if he hadn't forced him out, there was a good chance that could have gone all the way down there. So, but great first play for Hull, getting them close to midfield. So we got that bunch look to the right again. Speed option to the left. He's going to pitch it, a bit of a late pitch, but he's out there. And good hustle from the defense.
Yeah, I think it was the right decision for the Q to flip it to the running back. Sort of looking up that hole, I think there was the tackle stood right there. So
Yeah, it was the right thing. I think he maybe just delayed it a touch too long
Yeah.
for the pitch. With that speed option, what the defense really wants is to just string you to the sideline. The longer it takes for the play to happen, the more bodies they can get to that sideline to cover the pitch, man.
yeah,
But while we're there, we still got about 5 yards for Hull there, so it's still a
not
tidy
bad,
game.
still not a bad first down play.
So-
Again, it's sort of a common theme. They're just first down's been very good so far and not getting themselves too far behind the sticks.
Hand off up the middle, that's 46, Cam Meeks, trundling. Oh, he looks like he might have just managed to get over the first down. So, reasonable blocking up there, but he just sort of kept his feet going on that first
Yeah.
contact and got another like 3 yards to...
But like we said earlier on that first drive, they're making good enough yards on first down to where you put yourselves in 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4s, and you kind of open your playbook up to do whatever you want to just run the ball like that. It's a manageable situation to where you can get a first down, and I'm sure later on it might open up some more deeper shots.
No idea what the ref was signalling there to the side judge. Not sure it's one that's in the normal ref.
I missed that, I'll be honest.
We got spread, a little bit of a false start, not called on this time. Sprint out to the left. We got that hitch wide open. Makes a couple of yards after the catch as well.
Yeah, caught by number 15, I think. A good ball by the QB, sort of stood in there. He got hit, I think, as well after his throw. So
Yeah, so he did nicely. So, like, often on them sprint out, especially them when trying to do that mandatory outside release hitch, you'd want to get it out of your hands early in rhythm, but it was a little bit late getting there, but instead he chose to set his feet to be able to make sure he got the power to thread it in there.
yeah. But again, like we say, so that was first down. We make another 5 yards. Now you're 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5. Just in a manageable spot again.
We're back in that bunch look. Starting to look like there might be some gaps to that outside right. That's where the pimple's gone, but great play from the safety coming over the top. That safety read that
number
straight away.
84 as well, creating hassle back there, sort of. Although he didn't make the tackle, still slowing the play down. The running back letting his
because with
teammates get over.
that bunch look from the offense, they had the numbers to that side, and the only thing that stopped it was 84 reading that early and just coming straight off the edge.
Yeah. And as I say, even though he didn't make the tackle, he's delaying and letting. Is there a flag there?
There's a lot of talk between the referees, but not a lot going on. I think they've given a first down.
I'm not sure. The ball looks like it's spotted way past the
I was
sticks,
not sure he got that far. But, hey, we haven't got the best view here.
The chains
so.
are moving, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if sure there was. I don't think there was a flag or anything, but I didn't, as you say, I didn't think he made that.
I feel bad for 84 now. Like, he made such a good play on that, and it still managed to squeak by for a first down. But Hull, once again, coming out in that sort of bunch look. Oh, faking the reverse. Yeah. QB's kept it off the left edge. Good spin move.
Yeah. 84 came flying in. We've just been gassing him up, and he just come flying in for a shoulder tackle. And
I'm pretty sure 34 there was giving it the Kirk Cousins. You like that? Yeah, so a little bit of misdirection in the backfield there with that man in motion with the fake reverse.
Yeah.
We've got trips to the right now. If we're going to open this out a little bit. Oh, we seem to have man coverage on that right side.
Safety's that
Wheels
way in
wide open.
Field.
Can he get the wheel? Oh, he tries to take the intermediate. It's just a little bit short.
Yeah.
So
but again, like we've been talking about, and I keep saying, I know I'm probably getting boring now, but you can afford to play like that because your first down was so good. That was second and what, 1 or 2? You can afford to kind of go for that deeper shot because now you're only third and 1, third and 2, so it's a manageable situation.
Definitely. Are we matching back here? No, just getting rid of. But yeah, they saw the look they wanted for that play, so they had sort of switch release from the 2 outside receivers, running that wheel perfect against that man coverage.
Yeah.
I think the quarterback just a little bit more pressure off the edge that time.
Yeah, it looked like he had his head
like
down,
he was
he was
settled.
trying to get to the outside and then look for a throw as opposed to sprinting out and rolling. So again, more pressure.
Oh.
Yeah, same as the last play, really. That sort of the ends are sort of, what would be the term, travelling downfield rather than just going to where the quarterback was. So it's kind of eliminating that sprint out a little bit now.
Yeah, so we're now 3rd and 10. So I'm guessing they threw a flag on that play before. Maybe, who knows? But yeah, Liverpool are starting to identify these sprint out concepts because they really stopped him then. I would say quarterback maybe got a little bit used to the fact that he had such ease of access to that edge early on in the game that now that they've pushed him a little bit further back, he needs to just get a little bit more depth on that rollout. So we've got trips to the left here, man in motion. Good snap, QB draw.
Keep it. Great tackle. Great form tackle by number 7. Yeah, great form tackle. The hole was there, but the backer filled it fairly sharpish and a good play.
So we're looking at
defense.
4th and about 6. After that PAT earlier, as a coach, you may be questioning whether you want to put your field goal unit out here. Certainly isn't punting territory because you're not really gaining anything. So
no,
offense appears to be staying out. A big stop here for Liverpool if they can.
Motion again. Good snap. Roll up to the left. He has let it go.
Oh, and that was awful camera work from me.
I don't know. I'm not sure what the receivers looked like. He was just tangled up with the corner, and then the QB sort of just threw it to a spot, and receiver tried to come back to it but couldn't get there. Probably one of the messier plays we've seen from the Sharks. Conceptually, I don't quite know what was going on.
Yeah, that one felt a little bit more like the QB knew it was 4th down. He felt he needed to get the ball past the sticks and tried to force it a little bit more. Which, I mean, it's what happens when you get put into 4th and 6th. So Hull appeared to be bringing the pressure again. I mean, it looks like cover 0. Corner back to this side dropping off, but Raptors decide to run it to the left.
Yeah, run that jet sweep again to 88. Again, how many times we've seen that play already, so definitely favoured.
I would quite like to see Raptors try and take advantage of this cover 0 when they see it. QB had a decent arm earlier on that corner throw, so get someone in the seam, in the post, just air it out over the top and see if you can go run and make a touchdown.
Yeah, especially with a look like that and where all your yards have sort of come from chunk plays, so
back into this too high look on this one. We seem to have man coverage on the perimeter.
Or high snap again.
Who's on it? Oh, quarterback just managed to fall on it.
Again, another high snap though.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like they were gearing up to try and get more of an intermediate pass on that one. I'm not sure it was there against 2-man under. Look, appears that potentially they're reacting to the play that's just happened and calling a play for that rather than being able to adjust on the fly while they're out there. But got a trips look here. We've still got that sort of too high look. We've got outside linebacker lining up over the slot. 73 is put in a no man's land.
Good pressure, QB's running around. Oi. Straight in and out of the hands of 88 on the sideline here. Not a bad ball, but it was never going to get them back. It was never going to get them anywhere near the sticks.
Yeah, I'm going to say it was a good job Hull managed to get pressure there, though, because Raptors had a good play call. They had essentially what looked like 4 verts. They had that guy running the spear/divide into the middle. 73 trying to play a Tampa 2 type look, turning and running with it. I'm not sure he's the one to be running deep with them.
Yeah, I guess Hull know that they're going to get a bit of pressure there, so they're not too worried about. You know what I mean? If you get the QB's head down, you haven't got too much to worry about in terms of deep shots.
Yeah, so we've got number 4 back to return this. Ooh, a little bit of a wide kick.
Yeah,
number 4 could still go for it.
Putting into space. Had a good few bounces for Hull.
Number 7's got his light switched on. He comes over and picks the ball up and gives it to the referee. So Hull will be starting from about the 33-yard line.
Yeah.
So not a bad punt. Decent roll on it. So.
Getting wet.
Yep, rain's starting to come down now here. It's only light rain, but it's probably dropped the temperature a good 4 degrees.
I thought that was just me because I've been sat out for a while. But
my hands are freezing now. So he's spread into jet motion. We've got that run up the middle. There's good gang tackling there from Liverpool.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot doing.
They seem to have recognised that Hull are churning out yards after that first contact.
Yeah.
So decided to come meet it with multiple people.
Well, at what point, Nick, Hull have to say, oh, you know what, they're not taking any shots really. They've not punished us deep just yet. It's the small yardage, the runs up the middle that stop. At what point do they have to say, right, we've just got to stop this?
Yeah, so I think we're gonna start seeing them outside linebackers or nickels or whatever they like to call them in their defence, starting to get a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage, a little bit more pinched in, which is going to open up these one-on-one shots to the perimeter.
Not sure. The chains are showing first.
Oh, we've got a flanker screen out there, but just receiver and quarterback not on the same page.
I'm not sure what happened on that last play. The chains are showing first, and they're significantly behind the sticks. So I don't think that was another flag that.
It must be a flag and a 5-yard penalty because.
Yeah. I don't know if the ref in the middle hasn't got a flag. Maybe he's the one calling it, and then
we can confirm the talented physio today is Sky Seller.
Yeah, I don't know if the referee in the middle hasn't got a piece of fabric. So whatever he calls, we don't quite see it.
But the outside linebackers are head up onto the men again. Looks like we've got man coverage out there. Gets it out into the... dangerous throw.
Yeah, good here we go. We have got a flag.
I'm not
Maybe
really sure what that was about,
call,
to be honest. But Seven got in there well and didn't look like he really did much after the play or anything like that. But
the only thing I could say is when you see one of them NFL calls where a pass rusher sort of swats the ball and comes through and hits the QB on the head with their hand, it looked like one of them sort of jobs. But
we're just waiting for this bit with the flag. We'll just had the cheerleaders parade past us in just T-shirts for whatever reason in this weather. They've given passing unnecessary roughness. Have they? Guessing late hit on the quarterback.
Whoa. Must have been something. That was where the flag was thrown. There was definitely contact on the QB, but I wouldn't have said, even though I'm offensive minded, I wouldn't have said it was anything too.
Trips to the left. QB dropped it onto the ground. Lineman.
Yeah, 70 got on it.
Who was that with the save? That was Smith. Smith with the save.
Smith.
But I'm not sure what happened there because play action, they looked like they were trying to get into a bit of that sprint outlook and he just dropped it.
It looked like he tried to make a read and tried to throw and then sort of tried to pull it down almost like, maybe don't want to throw that, and then just slipped out his hand. Again, seeing one high safety, single corners, a lot more pressure down there the line from Liverpool. Run to the outside. And a good tackle.
Yeah.
From number 51.
Hull are in that sort of formation with twins to the right with the tight end there as well. That's a tray look. And Liverpool do go man coverage. It's leaving that that weak side receiver completely isolated.
Well, like I asked you earlier, it definitely looks like now Liverpool have sort of said, look, we're going to stop. We're going to focus on stopping this shorter stuff. Stop you from getting them 4 yards every play and sort of bring people down near the line and see if you can start throwing the ball over the top.
Yes, we've got 2x2 here. Head up. We've got a roll from the defence to accommodate that jet motion. He's into the flat. He's got a bit of room. And he picks up the first down by
another good run from number 4. Whenever he gets the ball, he's always falling forward, shall we say.
So, I mean, it seemed like reasonable communication on the back end from Liverpool. They're reacting to the motion. They rolled that nickel or weak side safety back and brought the free safety down to cover the man. It's just a little bit deep on it to be able to cover a flat route.
I'd still question the safety getting over was still slower. He didn't seem in too much a rush. He was getting there, so it might be something to come back to see that roll that might take a shot.
Coming from that deep to be asked to cover a guy in motion going to the flat is difficult.
You'll see it again, the same sort of defensive role, and then they come to the weak side.
Good catch there from number 15.
Yeah, so like we just said about the safety rolling and the nickel going into sort of middle of the field, it's left that backside slant wide open with one-on-one with an off-coverage corner, and in my opinion, you should be able to throw a backside slant against off-coverage all day.
That throw was a little behind him, which meant he couldn't keep his momentum through the catch, but still, healthy first down.
Yeah, but again, like you said, it's that we've just seen that play from that sort of coverage, that look from Liverpool, and Hull come back, same play after, and made something work for it.
Swarming to the ball there.
A good call from Mike, that last play, we'll say. I'll give him his credit.
Yeah, I think well done by the coach staff on the Hull side, seeing that single sort of one-on-one, soft coverage, and just attacking it. I'd like to see them do it a little bit more as we go on. You obviously don't want to continually come back to it because eventually Liverpool will adapt.
Especially when that Nichols roll into the middle field, all his weight, all his speed's going the opposite way. To throw that backside slant, he's never going to get back across and make a play on the ball. So
a speed option to the left. Big hole up there for the quarterback.
QB keeps a great tackle from 34.
Yeah, really sound tackle. Shoulder pad straight into the thigh. Textbook. But nice run from the quarterback. wasn't scared of the contact, knew that if he slid, he probably would have only got about a yard.
And like you said earlier, when they ran that speed option earlier, a lot more decisive. He just saw the gap and he tucked it and went. So a lot faster than that one we saw earlier.
We just got a whistle from the sideline. I think we might be at the 2-minute warning. So, I mean, be a perfect drive for Hull if they can see out the half and get some points on the board at the
Absolutely.
same time. Uni ball goes so much quicker than senior ball, especially when you've got not proper refs.
Yeah. We just need to blow the whistles louder, I think, and everyone might have a clue what's going on. Yeah, so that was 2-minute one.
Got a sprint out to the left. Got a shot over the top on the corner. Oh, underthrown, and it looked like he might have been able to make a play on that to get a pick, but chose to swat it away.
It looked like a bit of a prayer ball, just throwing it up to a guy and see if he can go make a play or not. But
yeah, so one thing I'd say on that for the quarterback was he never really got his body angled correctly on that sprint out to the left. It's difficult as a right-hander to sprint out to the left, get your hips pointed towards the target to be able to generate that power into it. It seemed to be quite awkward on that throw, which just resulted in it falling short.
Yeah, and there wasn't a lot of space. It had to be on the money for any chance of that.
So we're fourth down now. Fourth down, we've got that bunch look to the left, really tight, going into
Gone to the
Wildcat.
sideline.
Oh, wish the refs knew that was...
Might have been a little bit of a trick play there, I think, but I think it's been called short.
I'm going to say I'm glad that was short because I'm pretty sure that's against the rules, is you're not allowed to imitate something being wrong with the ball or something being wrong with the play call to the sideline. I think it's a sportsmanlike conduct.
It looked like the QB
It's one of them rules which sucks in our league, but
it looked like the quarterback was just walking towards the sideline, almost in emotion, I guess.
Yeah, we've seen that in college football.
That would be their
quite a lot.
argument, probably. Yeah, that it's just emotion.
But yeah,
we're sat here freezing. I reckon.
I
don't know what I've been doing.
Hand warmers in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't know what I've been doing for the past half hour.
So it looks like they might have given it a first down. They have. Oh wow. So originally Liverpool's offense came out, but been sent back. So, and I think it's important to say I'm pretty sure the ref that gave it as a first down is one of the Liverpool coaches.
Yeah, I think so, because the ball was on the left side. I'm having one.
So at least like the questionable call came from their own coach.
Yeah, it's.
But
we
are in no position to be able to see whether that was a first down.
And we always say, the referee, they're doing a job. I just have liked to see them maybe not have called anything yet until they were really sure. It seemed like the Sharks head coach came out onto the field and I'm not really too sure what went on.
Yeah, the one thing you hope doesn't happen is that the head coaches start influencing the refs a little bit too much.
Yeah,
you want the head coaches to help the refs make the right decision, but not particularly influence them one way or the other.
By no means am I saying that happened, but
I'm very blaming Joe Bradley, the coach on this sideline, who's only arrived about 10 minutes ago, and it's already getting in the ears of the referees.
Wearing his Hawaiian-looking shorts as well. I don't know where he thinks he is.
Yeah, I mean, that dude must be freezing cold.
But anyhow, decisions aside, another first down. Knocking on the door.
Yeah, so we got that King look in the backfield, twins to the left. Be a handoff on a counter, but false start, I'm guessing. The whistle came in early.
By both officials.
In fairness, there's been less flags in this game than I thought there'd be. And I don't think that's all the referees not knowing what they're doing or anything like that. I think both sides have been playing fairly clean.
It's been fairly clean from what I can see. And as we said at the start, there's always got to be things that are a little bit like, oh, not what's going on there, but that's the nature of what happens when you have to find coaches to officiate.
Oh, appears we've got a player down on that sideline. Sky running the socks off to get there. Shout out to Sky. Some would say best physio in Hull.
Again, we're seeing that one high look, a bit of a safety is way down. Honestly, not sure what happened there, I'll be honest.
I'm not sure the offense knew what happened there either, to be honest. 16 for Hull seems to be a bit annoyed, but I think we've got a timeout called here from the Hull sideline.
I don't know what happened on that last play. It looked like the ball got snapped and everyone was just sort of stood.
I can say, like, early on in the game, Hull's sprint out was working well. The way Liverpool have come out to that the last few times to the spread look, where it's one high and pretty much full man coverage across the board, maybe just drop back and into quick game and just rip a slant.
And they completed that slant to 15 out on the left earlier. They're obviously competent enough to do so. So, especially when you see that one high with a safety down. As we say, we're back to that. You look at it, and I know it's basic football, but when Hull have got behind the sticks, it's where they've started to struggle. When they've had them 3 or 4 yards on first down, they've sort of progressed the drive. But
yeah, it's second and about 25 now. 20, 25. It's a long way. Obviously, Hull have the benefit that, like, they keep running the clock out. Like, even if they give the ball up here, there probably isn't going to be time for Liverpool to do anything.
Yeah, you wouldn't like to give Liverpool another possession, really.
But we've got that motion from the right side into a trips look. We've got him out into the flat again. Oh, big shot there.
Yeah, great pursuit, I think, from number 7. I think he came from right the other side of the line.
Yeah, so it's one of them where, like, if you've got time to set your feet and launch that deep shot, it's often quite a good play on that one, that sort of flood concept, because they've been beaten by that flat repeatedly.
Yeah.
But
it's maybe
when
like
Seven's coming off the edge like that, you do not have time to set your feet. You've got to run through it.
It's like you said about earlier, rolling to the left as a right-handed cue. He sort of has to set his feet, and it's hard to throw that ball on the run, so he's trying to set his feet, and there obviously isn't time to do so. So we've got a QB change, I think, number 11 in the game now.
Yeah, Reece Page coming in. Maybe that hit just disrupted him a little bit. We've got Post over the top. He's gone for it. Has he caught it?
No, great
come
coverage.
Out.
Number 20. He almost had it in his hand, and number 20.
Oh, he's arguing face mask, but
it didn't look like it. From my view, of course. It's my opinion.
As someone coaching receiver, someone who coaches receivers at times, I would say, don't matter if you grabbed your face mask, still catch it.
Yeah, it was in his hands. It was in his hands. It was always his second effort from the corner that.
I think we've called the half now. Have we? There's a lot of whistles just then. I think they're arguing it's 4th down, or they're declining the penalty. Declining the penalty.
I'm not sure what the penalty was anyway.
Because it seemed to be fairly far downfield, as if it was on a receiver, but I didn't see a pass interference or anything like that.
No, I think that was a fair play from the corner.
Yeah.
And the ball's been spotted no closer, so.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad throw, that one. It gave the receiver a chance.
But like we talked about earlier, it's sort of trying to hit that post with the space was there almost. And again, I'm sure the receiver will be saying, if you had that one back, you'd like to have kept hold of it. But a good play from the corner, let's not take it away from.
Yeah, I'd say though, like, with a safety in the middle of the field, I'd probably like to see that ball out a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
On a slant rather than that deep post down there. But seem to be in punt formation here. Going for a coffin corner kick.
Not a lot of room.
And
judging by I'm not sure actually.
I think the ref is spotting it within the 5-yard line. Yeah, great kick. Your guess is on watching the stream is as good as ours to where it actually went out, but it looks like they've spotted it on about the 3. So not only do Liverpool have a long way to go with very little time in this quarter, but if you're Hull here and you've been bringing pressure already,
I think if you're Liverpool,
you're probably thinking, can we get a safety?
Trying to get out of the half with obviously a knee's sort of out of the question now. You're so close. It's a great punt.
Yeah, and they're staying in pistol, so there's a chance for the Hull guys to get in there quickly if they can.
No one back deep for Hull. Or high snap.
High snap, that is not what you want there, and that is a safety.
I don't think that's gone out, yeah. Officials
Safety,
giving it.
2 points to Hull.
Again, another high snap.
Yeah,
another high snap.
whether Liverpool just don't have under centre in their repertoire or not, but that's a position where when you've been struggling with snaps anyway, you just need to get the snap safe and try and get a yard.
But I mean, I'll talk about special teams creating points. A great punt right into the corner, and as I just alluded to, if you're Liverpool, you're probably trying to get out of the half without giving away a safety, and so they couldn't do that.
Avocado Gaming hopes you have your big coat on.
I wouldn't know who Avocado Gaming is. I've got a big coat on. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's the big coat.
Or he might not be talking about you anyway. But
might not be. I don't know.
To be honest, everyone here should have a big coat on because it is cold. It's not the worst uni ball weather, but it's why I remember senior ball's a lot nicer in the sun.
Yeah.
So we're going to get a kick-off from the 20 here.
We can't be far from the half now, I would say.
No, not when we had that 2-minute warning. I'd say probably less than half a minute left, you'd imagine, if that was the 2-minute warning, which it appeared to be. So we've got 4 and 20. I don't know, basically 4 and 43 back to return, but they're still quite far back for a kick from the 20.
Yeah, it's the same as the start of the game, and 46 got the ball because it was a shorter kick, so we'll see who fields this one.
Oh, there's another short kick. 48's there to pick it up. Catches it nicely on the bounce.
That looked intentionally short, and I'm not sure why, unless that is the end of the half.
Yeah, I'm not sure, because he sort of cut across the ball.
Yeah, it looked intentionally short, and if that's not the half, now you've just given them an opportunity to take a shot deep,
I'm
really.
not sure about that decision, because, like, yes, a squib kick, like, kick it along the ground, eat some clock up, but...
Yeah. But
you
now,
wanted to at least go another 30
in my
yards.
opinion, now... Well, I don't know the QB
even
personally.
if there is only 10 seconds, take a shot into the end zone.
Now
and
you
see
can
whether you
at least reach the end zone, can't you? So, yeah, I'm not too sure.
But Reece Page is back there, quarterback. Still got that man coverage seemingly across the board.
Oh, he's dropped the snap.
I think the defense has the ball.
Yeah, QB couldn't get the snap, bounced back towards the line of scrimmage, and number 75?
Yeah.
Number 75 picked it up.
Big play from Liverpool there. Exactly what they needed. And it's not really about Liverpool getting points here at the half. They just couldn't afford to give up any right there.
Yeah, something positive at least.
74, Dan Walker's down. I think he went to try and get the ball on the ground. It's always a bit dangerous there at the bottom of the pile, but seems to be all right walking off. I'm sure Sky will take good care of him.
And as I say, I don't think there'll be enough time to put together a drive, so we might be looking at a few shot plays or...
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really seen Liverpool neither team overly attacking deep. There's been one deep throw for Liverpool to the corner, but other than that, it's been them short trick plays, reverses.
Yeah.
See what they've got. See if they've got one play up in their bag.
That's
good snap, yeah.
Oh, and a pick.
While it wasn't a great throw, I feel for the quarterback there because it was the first good snap in a while.
Yeah.
But someone was let straight through the A gap, straight in his face.
I mean, who was it for? No, I'm going to discredit whoever's number. I didn't catch it. I can't. Whoever that is, you need to tell him to roll his jersey down a bit because it's creased up and I can't tell the number.
And I only just realised once again that I do have a replay function, but I pressed it too late to be able to see who did it.
Oh well. Well, whoever it was, they still got up and made a play, but yeah the QB sort of Can't throw low over the middle and not expect anybody to pick it off. And 88 coming in behind him open, but got to try and put some air under it, get it over that first guy.
We seem to be squeezing in as many possessions as possible in this last 2 minutes of the half. Just going for a handoff. Got a bit of room.
Yeah, good run.
In the middle. Timeout, you imagine? Or is that the game? Is that the half, sorry?
I would say with how much time I think there's left, you'd be calling a timeout after every play.
Yeah, like I say, big interesting thing now coming up to the half is that little like cafe bar thing that was open near the entranceway to the pitch is still going to be open at half time.
Sure, all I could do with just something to warm my hands up.
Let's see if we can finish
Still
with a
one
bang
high
here.
A bit of a softer press from the corners. Well, not press, but
Yeah, it's still got that outside. Look, 15. Oh, I could say that corner back on the left-hand side. It's now slightly sitting on the slant.
and he's not bailing. You know, from the first few steps, he's not gaining depth. So I'd like to see QB just take a few steps and just throw it as far as he can and let the receiver try run under it.
Yeah, whether they believe the quarterback to have the arm to be able to put it that far down the sideline on a fade because it's a long throw. But yeah, although the slant could still be worked in there, the cornerback is trying to sit on it a bit more.
It doesn't look like he's worried about the deep. So my opinion is you've always got to take a shot, and even if it's incomplete, at least you let them know that you're not afraid to attack it if they keep disrespecting it.
There has to be seconds left in this half now.
It's been a long 2-minute warning.
I think it was the receiver who went for that ball, just got a little bit of a knock on the leg. Being looked at right now.
I want to gamble and say number 15's a Scunthorpe Alpha's youth player, but I'm not 100% sure. Under 19's player.
You're going to have to point out to me where number 15 is.
Well, he's the current injured player, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The receiver that was playing out to the left.
Yeah, so we have a number of... luckily here in Hull, like, they're supported by the local teams a fair bit, so we've got out on the pitch for the offense, we have a number of Alphas players, Sandvig, Benyon, and currently out there, Reece Page, quarterback, and then a couple in the youth as well. We also have Humber Warhawks out there in Cameron Meeks, and then we have the offensive MVP for the Lincolnshire Bombers this last year, Leighton Gower, out in the backfield. So
it's good to see university players playing for local senior teams as well. More experience, more game time.
Yeah, because
it is a different sort of game from. I've never played uni ball myself, but when you watch the game and then you watch senior ball, you know there are different nuances.
Yeah, it can often be the case that because people travel a long way to go to uni, they end up playing for teams nowhere near, like senior ball team nowhere near where they go to uni. But right here they are.
I think he was looking at rules, Jamie. Don't worry about it.
So, looked like we got the first down there. Yeah, moving the chains. So, I mean, there must be more than a couple of seconds left for them to bother running it on 3rd and 1. It did get out of bounds there, though, so that would have stopped the clock.
I think they only used one of the timeouts just now, I think, so still 2 left.
So we're coming back out in that spread look. Still 1 high. Corner back on the left, playing very shaded in.
Profile looks like classic cover 3. You're trying to hit up the seams well inside.
That was a gift to the safety, you'd
It
have to
looked
say.
like, I don't know if there was a bit of a hold. Now, I'm going to say something. I could be very wrong, so don't take my word for it. It looked like there might have been a bit of a hold on the slot who was running that seam there as he was going past that outside backer or the nickel corner, sorry. I don't know if that's what the flag is.
I'm sure, but it was a good play by the safety. Like, he didn't have to do much, but he had to catch the ball.
Be in the right spot.
Yeah. I mean, he's playing that deep half. If the quarterback's going to stare down the middle and then throw the ball down the middle,
Yeah.
you just stay where you are and wait for that
I mean,
pick.
even without the hold, the ball looked way inside. But I think that might be what the officials are discussing now, and I think that might be what the flag was for. I think they've picked up the flag.
I'm not sure. The ref just pointed as if it was Liverpool's ball.
Yeah, I think they have.
The Liverpool are coming out. See
Yeah.
if we can get another 4 possessions
Again,
in before the 2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know.
minutes
I
up.
don't know how the rules work, but I don't know if they deemed it that it was uncatchable for that receiver anyway. If it was too far inside, I don't know. Or if this maybe they said it wasn't enough to be a PI or a hold rather. But you're not wrong. How many possessions have we had in this 2-minute warning?
We've got trips to the right. Too high look from the defense. Only bringing 4, but guy unblocked off the left edge. QB does a nice job of escaping. Picked up good yardage.
Yeah, good little gain.
Timeout there called from the head coach of the Liverpool. It gets them to the halfway line, but as we keep saying, there cannot be long left in this half. Like, if you're thinking about going for it, you've got to get the ball downfield.
Yeah. Both teams are still calling timeout, so they're still positive they can maybe get something from the half, though. It's not just like Liverpool are just sort of seeing it out, and Liverpool get the ball second half, won't they?
Yeah, well, from watching the game, like, either side could take dominance in the second half. Liverpool have just made little mistakes early on in each drive.
Oh.
Yeah, it's got to be a false start.
Pick number
'Cause even though
7.
73 was across the line, it's hard to say that he interfered with the receiver.
Yeah, you'd like to see the centre just snap it there, but there's no Martin Braley, so 7 looked like he started taking off. I tried to step before.
Seven's had a good game so far. He's been playing both ways, made a lot of plays on defense. Number 50's, well, he might be small, but he's good, apparently. Oh. We've got the refs discussing here. I think it's
Probably
another
got,
rule book
probably
check.
got the rule book out, seeing if there's like a time run off for a penalty, probably. I'm not sure myself.
Only if the clock's running at that point
Right.
would you need to have a 10-second run off.
Got you.
So because there was a timeout before it, the clock wasn't running, so if
Yeah.
there's a penalty, it doesn't. They have to take a timeout or anything like
Maybe
that.
you need to go tell them that.
Maybe. Tactic is if you argue with the refs enough, eventually you start to learn the rules. When the refs tell you what you do,
Yeah, well, you can't-
when you're wrong, you eventually start to pick it up.
You can't be wrong all the time, otherwise people stop listening to you. Interesting to see the Sharks QB change, and then we haven't had him back in for them 2 drives.
Yeah, whether there was a bit of an injury on that one, but
Back in
high
another
snap
high snap.
again.
Oh, and he can't get on it.
It's scooped it. Oh,
Yeah, and Sharks
it's down.
recover.
How long is left, though? That's the big question.
Defense is coming on, so there must be time. Another high snap, and 8 this time couldn't get on it.
So we've got player down, the one who managed to pick up that ball. Yeah, that's been Liverpool's problem this game so far. Seems to be the snapping.
It's
And
interrupted everything. Like even just their handoffs up the middle has been badly timed because of the snap.
It's easy enough for us to sit here and say like, "Oh, the snapping's a problem," blah blah blah. Like, centre's a very difficult position, especially when you're tending to get a nose tackle against you from Hull, who
absolutely.
are bringing pressure.
Yeah.
Like you're so worried about getting your hands up to try and get some contact onto that nose tackle that them snaps start to go a bit wary. But at the end of the day, like if them snaps aren't in place, nothing else works on the offense.
Yeah, and I haven't seen him on the sideline snapping the ball, so I kind of my personal perspective would be, you know what, we're obviously struggling. Let's at least get some reps in on the sideline and try and get into a rhythm. Because I can imagine, not that I've ever played centre before. I don't know if anybody's seen my stature, but I can imagine if you have one bad snap, it definitely probably plays on your mind. And the next one, you're like, if you've had one low one, right, I've got to put more on this, and it goes high, and then trying to find that balance of.
Yeah, it's like golf. As soon as you start concentrating too much on it, it starts doing exactly the opposite of what you want.
Yeah. Watch one too many YouTube videos. One guy's telling you, hold the club one way, then there's another way. You don't know what's right or wrong.
Yeah, it's where, do Liverpool have any depth at centre? Can they maybe move some people around to see if they can come out the second half and just get the snaps going a little bit more? Because we haven't seen the other games. Like, this centre could be perfect in the other games and just be having an off day, and it's
it could
just
be
compounded
just
on it.
That thing like we say is had that one bad snap earlier in the game, and it's kind of just out of rhythm, and that's what it could be.
We've got the Hull player walking off now and doing a weird little skip to the sideline, so I'm guessing he's all right.
I couldn't catch who that was, sorry.
No, his number wasn't on my team sheet, but so can't say who it is. Is that the end of the half?
Liverpool very
don't
relaxed.
appear to be ready to go back out onto the field.
Oh yeah, that must have been the end of the half.
I mean,
I didn't hear anything from the officials, but
signalled it, but
we'll let them off, I guess. Yeah, shame. You would have liked to maybe get one more play. I know they've had plenty of opportunities, but you recover the ball on what? They must have been inside the 5.
Yeah.
But not to be. Time was against them.
So we're at half here. Just going to put it into a little bit of a be right back and give you guys the break from listening to our voices for a little bit while we go see if we can get a hot chocolate or something of that nature.
How long was that 2-minute warning?
Okay, the player seems to have got off the pitch okay, so 1st and 10. Liverpool coming out, see if they can fix some of the mistakes on that first half. We've got Mr. Balling out, running randomly over here. Don't know where he's going. No idea where he's going. Oh, he's coming to say hello. Is he? Nope. No. He's giving up. He's getting his gear on. He's going home. His whistle's died, apparently.
His fancy electronic whistle has run out of batteries.
There he goes, trotting away. All 5'1" of him.
It is worth noting it's starting to rain here. I wouldn't say it's heavy yet.
Nah, it's just shitty weather.
Yeah. So a bit of a tighter set from Liverpool. I don't think we've seen this look yet. Hand off up the middle, not a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot to go at.
Just seems like on a lot of their runs, there's just someone left unblocked.
Yeah.
Like maybe just one player's making a mistake, but it's allowing a D lineman straight through.
Again, a tighter look. I don't think, someone can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I don't think they've run anything this tight in the first half, so...
another high snap.
And that
Can
looks...
33 get on it? Yeah, he
Can't
can,
quite
but
see
that's...
from this angle. It looks
That's
way
on
back
his,
there.
like 5
Take
odd.
care, mate.
Yeah, I mean, when you're kind of hoping that maybe they could have fixed these snaps at half-time, come out, second play, straight over the head, big loss of yards.
Yeah, it's like we said, and I think I don't think we mentioned it, but half-time adjustments are key, and it was killing them in the first half, these inconsistent snaps. And then we come straight out second play of the second half, another one to put you well behind the sticks. Still a fair bit out of their own end zone, but they may be on the 7 or 8 yard line. A better snap whistled dead from the referee.
Pre-snap
for a
says false start
on the offense. So what's that, Nick? A 5 yard penalty?
Guessing half the distance to goal if it was less than... I think they were on less than 10 yards. It's hard to see the exact distance here, but they are now 3rd and 30, maybe?
Yeah,
maybe more than that.
I think, again, we're like in the first half, we're sort of just trying not to give up a safety territory and maybe get a few yards to give your punter some space to get a good punt away.
Yeah, so in that bunch to the right formation again, bit of movement from the tailback, but I think they'll let that go. Reachable snap, QB's kept it. Oh, he makes one guy miss, and then gets smoked afterwards.
Number
Good
97,
tackle.
I think.
Yep, Alex Irving.
Yeah, good pursuit. But from Liverpool, maybe just trying to get something, get out from away from your end zone, give your punter some room. So
I think that's got to be the case there.
Absolutely. I don't think anyone has a play in the book
throw that
can make
downfield,
that.
you're more likely just going to throw a pick.
Exactly.
Number 4 back there to return, Samuel Quasi. Oh, a very high snap. Punter just brings it in. Does a good job getting that away, but short punt.
Yeah, good position for Sharks to have the second half. I don't think if you were Liverpool, you couldn't have. Well, I mean, there could have been worse things to happen, but a really bad first drive from them.
Yeah.
Really didn't want that to happen after the no points on the board, and first drive of the second half to come out and be punting from your own goal line, isn't it?
Yeah, you'd be hoping that like, when you come out there, like you just start to get something going, fix some of them errors, but it was just more of the same from the first half.
At least make some yards, and maybe in a close game like this, you kind of want to start trying to win the field position battle. But at the minute, Hull have won that for the majority of the game. So
it trips to the right.
He's trying to get off the field.
Late substitute. Run up the left-hand side. Good lane there.
Yeah, and again, back to the same we saw in the first half, just good running on first down to put themselves in good situations on
Yeah, and that looks
second and third.
very short. So, like, second and half a yard. I mean, absolutely perfect position. If Hull can just keep on with that, like, the game is theirs to take away.
Yeah.
It's just about not getting too fancy and then making sure that you have a couple of things to, like, disguise these runs every so often. But trips to the right again. Tailback offset to the right. We've got that jet motion.
Yeah. Similar play, run to the left. Good hard running by.
Yeah, really
Leighton.
good run out there.
But again,
Leighton Gower, that one.
You can,
Yeah.
But again, you can put yourself in a situation like that when you're on second and short. The defense doesn't know the deep's there if you want to take a shot, but then if you want to just run the ball like so, making 4 or 5 yards every play again.
Yeah, I think the impressive thing so far for like Hull has been like the running back's abilities to always get an extra yard or two after that initial contact, and it's just giving them such favourable downs.
Yeah, the run play calling's been very good as well from the coaches, and everything seems to.
He's going to keep that left edge. Ooh.
Everything seems to sort of be a play that can be successful. There's nothing there's been one or two, but there's not really been too many dead plays where it's, that's never going to work. Or
did the QB try and fake pitch that then as he was like going towards the tackle? He did something with the ball in his hand that
missed
looked a little weird.
It looked like he just sort of took off with it. But I mean, we got 9 in the game again as well.
But yeah, Harry
finished
Sandvik back out there.
The first half, so it's good to see him. Obviously healthy.
Yeah, reports from the coach on the sideline was that he was healthy. They were just making a little change for the end of the half, right? Try and you get the ball downfield a little bit more.
Oh, and maybe I've jinxed them there. The first real play that looked like nobody knew what was going on. Yeah.
He really wanted to hand that ball off, but the running back did not want it himself. Yeah. So it's exactly what Liverpool needed, so that puts them at 3rd and 10. So Liverpool kind of really need to make the most out of these chances to get off. On these 3rd and longs to get Hull off the field.
And Hull haven't made any real significant big shot plays. Like when they've been behind the sticks, they've punished for it. They've been punished for it, and they've obviously it's been turnovers. But a situation like this, 3rd and 10, Liverpool really be thinking we need to try and get off the field here.
So coming out of that spread look again. Oh, I'm not sure everyone was set there. Yeah.
21 still looks like he's messing around with his face mask or gum shield or something, and a few lads still walking around trying to get set.
Yeah, I've got to imagine that's on the offence. It's a legal procedure.
That's what the ref's saying about the chin straps being done.
Is what we didn't really see too much of from Hull in the first half was like these little mistakes. This is the exact distance where you.
So I don't
is
know
where it would be useful if you had a kicking game.
I don't know if they had to burn a
time
timeout there. Hull or not,
because they didn't move back.
There's no penalty.
Well, I'm not sure they were set then either, to be honest. But threads it down.
Just what to know one.
Not sure whether that was to the intermediate or the deep, but
yeah, the combination looked all a little bit tight. Just as we say, it's tough to see the lines whether they're running it. Sort of, it's never good to see that many receivers all stood in one sort of spot. You like to see at least some sort of levels to it, or
yeah. I mean, I don't know whether the whole coaching staff are like particularly targeting that cornerback or the outside linebacker on that side or something, but it seems like maybe getting Harry to roll out to his right instead of his left might be a little bit easier.
Significantly more than they have rolled right, and we are going for it. It's 4th down here, about 4th and 11, and they are going for it. Hull.
A motion across.
There's a flag.
Good play from 7 again.
Yeah, there's a flag. It looked like it was on the snap. I don't want to say it was.
Not a lot of energy from either team on the offense, but was it a pre-snap penalty would be the question.
Liverpool still seem content that they're getting off the field, so
yeah,
must have been.
I mean, 7 has been causing havoc in this game.
He is.
He has been Liverpool's brightest spot.
Athletic. I think he's playing near enough both ways as well. He was playing a few snaps at receiver and like that sort of D-end outside backer spot. And yeah, he has made a few plays. I think if I'm Liverpool, I at least want to see us making some yards now. Or
yeah, this is the drive to start to really get ticking and put claim to this game. But I mean, the very light box here from Hull, and yet somehow managed to get him sacked in the backfield.
I don't know if that was a fumble from the lads on the sideline were shouting it was a fumble. I don't know if it's the exchange on the handoff. The snap looked good this time, but it was the handoff, I think, that was messy.
But they were up against just a 5-man box. As a coach, you've got to be thinking you can run against that.
Yeah.
Look. Because if Hull can contain their run with a 5-man box and just play over the top with everyone else.
I know Hull are getting good pressure from their D-line, but you have to sort of, from an impartial point of view, Liverpool do seem to sort of be killing themselves just with these broken plays. So they're now second and 20. New QB in the game, the lad that started the first half.
And stopped in the backfield again.
Yeah, another good stop from 99, I think.
Yeah, so 99 is Paxman.
But again, you just look, that first down situation puts them 10 yards, 20 yards from a first down, and now the second down goes nowhere, and he's kind of expecting to punt again, unfortunately.
Yeah, Hull's D-line definitely seems to be just taking the game into their hands right now. Like, to be able to generate that much pressure to repeatedly get tackles in the backfield with such a light box is impressive.
Tried a little swing pass out to the running back, looked like by design, but
yeah, it seems like that sort of panicked by the rush that they're thinking we kind of have to get these screens out there.
Yeah, but it's not a bad, I would say, in my little knowledge, it's not a bad option, but
not a bad option other than
you need to
it being 3rd and 25.
Oh, of course, and you need to complete. Like, you can't throw that and it be incomplete because you just wasted a down almost. It's not even really a shot. Or
it's a number 4 back to return again. See if this is a normal snap or flag.
I think there might have been a whistle too, but
yeah, a whistle came in from the left judge, and then judge on the right hand side for a flag, guessing offside, but a false start. He's just signalled. So yep, false start on the offense. Just Liverpool just not helping themselves right now.
Again, punting from way back.
Cannot afford a high snap from this distance. Gets in, gets it off. Decent punt. Got some height on it. Four's leaving it alone. And gets a decent roll for Liverpool. Takes it just past the halfway line.
But a good starting position from Hull again. And now, talking offensively minded, from this position, you've got the ball at roughly the same position last drive and didn't do anything with it. Kind of want to at least be trying to get yourself into field goal range to put a 2-score game.
This starting position, you should be thinking, should be at least like a 70% chance you get points, whether that's a field goal or a touchdown.
Yeah, I think a field goal would be big for 2-point game. Liverpool's offense really hasn't looked like doing a lot, I'll be honest. Good pressure by 7 again.
Yeah, 7 with the help of 83.
There, yeah.
Yeah, he seems to be the game wrecker for Liverpool, and whether if Hull are going to continue to try drop back and throw it, they need to get a second guy on him. Whether that's sliding the protection out there or just getting a chip from the tight end. something to control him, because
he's definitely an athletic player and is making some plays from that end spot.
we've got trips to the left. Safety only about 10 yards off in the middle. Got flank screen to the left.
Still going. Yeah, and a good...
Oh, flags raining in all over the place. I think that was a late hit out of bounds.
From the reaction, looked like a late hit out of bounds. I mean, good yardage gained anyway from that little screen on.
Fortunately, we couldn't see it probably because it was the players and the coaches were sort of covering up what was going on. But yeah, I mean, did a good job on it.
I think
it took a while to get to the edge, though. So like, he caught the ball and he really rounded it out. Maybe a little bit more sudden upfield.
Yeah,
keep away from the middle linebackers.
Blocks on the outside, but the flow from Liverpool's good. I think it was 84. The safety come down fairly sharpish, but didn't wrap his tackle. Just tried to put a shoulder on him and a big hit, and the lad bounced off him and kept going. So definitely could have been a tackle for a lesser of a gain, but
and from being 2nd and 15, if that is a late hit out of bounds, gifting them that first down is huge here.
Yeah, there was plenty of flags. It looks like multiple referees have decided to give the same thing.
Yep, so against the defence, and we're not going to get a signal for what it is, just that it's against the defence. It must be late hit out of bounds.
Yeah, it must be. And again, just Liverpool sort of beating themselves a little bit. Hull have played really well, don't get me wrong, but I think Liverpool will review the game and be disappointed. Little things just like that late hit there. Hand off to the left.
Good cut.
A good little gain, yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like D-line might have been able to stop that in the backfield, but very sharp cut up, just explodes past him and gets
good running.
Close to a first down by the look of it.
Yeah, 2nd and really short, maybe 2 or 3.
So this, to me, is where, if you're thinking about taking a shot, this is the moment.
Yeah. Just a run up the middle.
But yeah, I mean,
it's not
a bad choice.
Either,
if you can continually just hand it off and get that first down, I'm not going to complain about it as an offensive coach.
Playing the situation, you're 8 points up. I don't know the team very well. I don't know if this is field goal range or not. It's not a bad thing to just sort of get the chains moving again with another run up the middle and keep the ball safe in the position you've got it.
Yeah. It's like, if Hull can just get it to a 2-score game, the amount of mistakes Liverpool are making, it makes you think they're going to implode a little bit more. Got motion, we've got the sprint out to the left, into the flat. Nice play from the outside linebacker coming down onto that.
Yeah, come left again with the sprint out as opposed to going to the other way. That must be something the QBs obviously reiterate, probably maybe prefers throwing to the left because, as you said earlier, they have rolled left significantly more than they've gone to the right. So
yeah, whether they've seen something in training that they prefer it that way, but as a right-handed person, I know it would be a lot more awkward going that way.
Again, single corners on the outside off. In this, looking at a 3-step slant, no, run up the middle.
Good tackle in the backfield. 51 comes steaming through.
And I think that's what Liverpool have got to start trying to stop. I think obviously Hull have thrown the ball a little bit, but nothing that's really diced them open. But you've got to start trying to stop them.
I think Liverpool bringing some run blitzes is what can cause trouble to Hull. Don't allow that quick flat on the sprint out and then bring some run blitzes to stuff it up and see if they can force Hull to get the ball downfield a little bit more.
See, we've got single high safety, field side to the right, corners playing off and outside, it looks like.
Sprint out to the left again. Oh, I've got that deep out. It's just that moment before he throws when he runs to the left. He sort of has to completely flip his body and it just makes it so difficult to be accurate.
Yeah. I'm just, from a receiver's perspective, I'm looking at the pre-snap, and it's QB 1-step drop, 3-step slant on the backside. You're catching it for a gain of 7 or 8, if not catching it in stride and turning up before the safety and a lot like that. But as you say, they seem to favour that sprint out to the left.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of sprint out. It definitely helps help with pass protection in terms of stopping some of that heavy inside pressure. It just can be difficult going opposite your throwing hand. We've got that queen look, so we're 4th down. Dropping back to throw. Oh, I mean...
Yeah, the receiver ran a go and the QB looked like he was... Well, they might have... The way they're celebrating, they might have the ball here.
Oh, it's 4th down anyway. So it was turnover on downs regardless. But yeah...
The way the QB set his feet and was looking, it looked like he wanted to slant, but the receiver was running a go. Like he didn't drop like he was going to try and take that shot to the deep right.
A fade route is very low percentage on 4th and 15.
Yeah.
It looked like there was a little bit of miscommunication, whether he thought it was slant or maybe he thought he would settle on a comeback or a hinge or an out.
Yeah.
But yeah,
the pressure got there anyway. Either way,
it's not ridiculous field position or anything like that they've given up, but certainly Liverpool will be hoping they could take that momentum that they've just got. A little bit of misdirection in the backfield. Nice run up the middle. But linebackers come in and swarm around it.
I'd pop my hip flexor out throwing that ball back.
Yeah, we're just being attacked by footballs from other pitches right now. Like I say, under the lights, this is quite a nice pitch. I like this pitch. So
yeah, it's not.
It's where Hull FC train at times.
Just
so
like
the
to see
rugby club.
And obviously the American football lines be a bit more defined, as I'm sure everyone can tell by the street. Difficult to see, but no, the quality is good. It's a nice little complex, lots of sports going on, so no, it's good.
And I do apologise for this, like the bounciness of the camera right now. Like the lines have just caught the wind a little bit. So
17
QB keeps it on the edge. That looked like a late hit out of bounds, to be honest.
Yeah, obviously I can't see where the sideline, but looking for where the refs just started standing,
it looked like the ref wasn't looking. As soon as the quarterback stepped out of bounds, it looked like the ref took his attention
you could
elsewhere.
See better on the screen than I was trying to look round the box. But
yeah, I mean, it wasn't a malicious hit. It just looked a little
interesting
late.
that we've got 17 back in the game, man. He probably did the first 2 drives maybe, and then hasn't played again. And
whether
came back in last drive.
They were just able to work on his injury at half time or something, or they just think having the taller guy in there for the high snaps might be better. But nice little run from him, keeping it getting to the edge, getting the first down. So 1st and 10 here at the halfway. Jet sweep.
Or to 88 again.
Oh, 88 puts a move on the cornerback.
Yeah, he is shifty.
Oh, that's a flag. That's late hit out of bounds,
I
think. I missed it on the play before, but I think we got one on that one.
Again, just a silly penalty to give away, and he's already made significant yards. I think he gave himself up more than anything it looked like.
Yeah, and so far, Liverpool haven't really shown they could take the ball 50 yards down the field. So gifting them 15 yards after a big run.
It's huge, yeah. And they've really been knocking on the door here, and
mistakes like that is what can easily turn this into a tied game within the next minute or so.
It's funny, it's been their most successful play, I think, Liverpool, that reverse jet sweep, to
definitely. They sort of got a little bit too repetitive with it early on, but after a couple of other runs and a couple of other passes, they've come back to it now.
Yeah.
And Hull just seemed to be not quite as prepared for it on that down. So we are condensed formation.
1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. QB keeps looking for the corner. He's going to take off a bit and run.
What is 18? Oh, that was very late out of bounds.
Another late hit given.
I think Mr. Ball out threw the flag, but the one on this sideline didn't seem to be bothered. But
I mean,
I'm not sure what 18 was doing then. So they had that lovely boot, QB had plenty of time, and then 18 just sort of was like, I'm not going to run a corner, but I'm not really going to do anything.
If he'd kept running to the corner, I don't know if the camera quite picked it up, but there was room at the back of the end zone, but he sort of just slowed up and was just stood on the safety. If he'd kept accelerating to the corner, the QB could have fired it into a safe spot.
Yeah, it seemed like it would have been quite an easy
it would have been. There was room
there
right at the back pylon, but I mean, then again, we look at it, QB keeps it, safe option.
Yeah. Seems as we haven't really seen them using that boot action so far. Whether it's something they've added in and they're not really on the same page.
Yeah. So
I don't know, but we're in that punch.
QB hands off. Oh no, keeps it. Sorry.
Read option. Good block off the edge, and he's into the end zone.
Number 17.
17 with the nice little spin of the ball afterwards. Nice play. 17 come in there and he's basically put the game on the back of his legs.
Two rolls out, a few late hits out of bounds, and that's what can happen. The game completely flips. We've been talking about Liverpool's offense hasn't moved the ball pretty much all day. Get a few big plays and a few big penalties, and here we are now.
You got to imagine we're going for 2 here to try and tie this game.
You've got to, haven't you? You've got to.
But yeah, it seems like they've realised QB keeping the ball.
Yeah. You can't have
just aren't accounting for him at the moment.
2 late hits out of bounds in one drive. Just giving away 30 yards worth of penalties is huge. I'd go as much as say that drive from Liverpool has doubled their offensive yards today, probably.
Oh, another high snap. He's dropping back. He's got a guy wide open, but he throws it to the DB instead.
Yeah, batted down.
Oh, 18 was not happy at this bottom bit. Let's see him see that again. So, both of the corners were wide open. I mean, you can understand why 18 might be slightly disappointed on that one.
There's only one corner on the other side for the 2 receivers. But like we talked about earlier, it's maybe a bit of lackadaisical route running. There's not defined levels in that corner. That one corner could just cover the flat and the deeper receiver just because of do you know what I mean? The corner wasn't ran to the back pylon, so it's easy for that one cornerback to cover the flat and the deeper corner.
Liverpool will definitely be ruining that in film.
Exactly.
If that comes down to being the difference maker in terms of the score, the game should have been level there with that call. Good call by the offensive coordinator, seeing that they started to react to the QB run, bringing people down.
18 and
running
the
bench
other
out of that condensed look.
We're open on this side, but I don't even mind the QB going to the left because there's one. Do you know what I mean? You had the high-low matchup. It was you flat and the corner over the top with one cornerback stood in the middle of the 2. But the receivers have got to make his life easy, and the quarterback's got to pick who he's throwing to rather than I'm going to put it up there and someone will get it. Yeah,
definitely. Interesting to see whether 4 and 43. 48, the returner, squeeze up a little bit more now since we've had every kick going short. Decent kick this one.
Yeah, the best one of the day.
Yeah, Ford's got a chance to return it. He's got an edge on that right side. Well done by 53.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe blocked into the tackle, but he'll take it. He's celebrating like he's done it. So
as Ford was getting around that corner there, it looked like there was going to be a big wide open window, and then 53 just came off of that block at the last second.
Yeah,
and just stuffed it.
The runner number 4 maybe should have gone inside of that block. He tried to go outside, and then the lad was blocked almost into him.
And as much as I hate the corniness about it, you can feel the momentum change in terms of
the Liverpool sideliners.
Liverpool are a lot more confident now. There's a lot more talking going on their sideline.
I'm sure the whole offense will be confident. They've drove the ball well all day. Do you know what I mean? They're still 2 points clear. They haven't got to score as such. I'm sure they'll be hoping for just a long drive here. Run left again. There's lots of room. 74 just. He's
still going. Camera work is that bad because I did not think he was going to keep going there.
If 74 just gets a better block there, it's probably going for a lot more yards. But then the running back helped him out and bailed him out.
Yeah, I'm going to say if Hull do manage to pull this win out, the running backs is potentially where I would go with MVP because they've just been getting these extra yards each time, and that looks like the end of the third quarter.
It's just a shame on that play if that tackle, I think he is, can just stick that block. There's big yards there, and then he gets lucky in film that the running back makes a play out of it, and the lad doesn't get a tackle for 1 or 2 yard gains.
To
just
stop
off him.
Attacking the block.
Yeah,
he sort of kept his feet where he was and allowed the blocked man to work laterally around him.
There's lots of room to the outside there. It's a well drawn up play, and it was a good call, like right
Yeah, the
timing.
misdirection in the backfield had the linebackers pausing for just long enough to get the edge.
Just looking at the whole sideline, a big huddle from the defense, a big chat. So
Yeah, so the defense has been playing well. They got caught out by the QB keeps on that last one.
yeah, and a few of them big penalties really put you in a bad spot.
Hull
QBs.
decided to come back at it and do a QB keep themselves on that pin pull to the left.
You know what, pal? Don't fret.
A decent gain there. So that same pin pull concept we saw work well early on in the game. They've just gone to like a QB keep version of it.
Yeah, it just looks like he just kept that. He just head down, took it away. There was no option or no choice. It wasn't a scramble. It was looked by design.
Got spread look again. 51 coming on the blitz. Sprint out to the right.
Looking for that hitch. Looking for that same hitch as earlier.
Yeah, so that hitch was there. He just... While his body was a bit more set up for it, he seemed to be the quarterback seemed to be continually drifting to the sideline, which just naturally took the ball that way away from the receiver.
As the receiver, it looked like he sort of ran his hitch because of where the ball was spotted on the left hash. He ran it a lot more to where it was just left hash. He didn't run to the sideline to then break to the sideline. So it was the QB threw it on the sideline. He wasn't quite there yet, just because of that difference in where the ball's been spotted. So a run left and makes first contact. Another good run.
Yeah, another great run. First down picked up by the look of it.
The run to the left has definitely been successful.
Just
today.
keep feeding 16. Leighton Gower, I think it is. That could be incorrect.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah, Leighton Gower. Keep feeding him the ball.
Is that third? Yeah, third and short. Third
Oh,
and
he
two.
did get the first down. I thought he clearly got it.
So did I. I thought he got there, but they called him short.
In that king formation, just going to get straight handoff. Bounces it instead of going up the middle. So he's got his feet going. Can they grind? Oh, the pile gets pushed at the end.
I can't see if he's going to make that or not. From where we are.
Seemed like he went the long way to get that first down.
Yeah, they tried to almost run
that.
that counter look. I think you call it a counter.
And he has given it as a first down. They've just got enough. That 3rd and 1, they seem to have it set up in the middle though. Just attack it, run through the guy. How, especially with the way the running backs have been just gaining yards after contact. That's all they need on that 1 yard. So,
yeah, but another set down, so works either way. Keeps the clock running, keeps the ball moving.
We've got that spread look again. Man coverage across the board. 51's blitzing.
Good pressure. Looked like an incomplete pass,
Yeah.
7 again, back there.
Question I would have on that one would be, does that fall under grounding because it wasn't that close to the receiver? Or I suppose with these refs, you just give it the benefit of the doubt.
I didn't catch where the receiver was going. I didn't know where he was, actually. Now you see it.
That 5-man pressure, because they're not keeping the running back in to protect, just getting through to the quarterback now. But one big thing is that the pressure they're bringing is quite clear pre-snap, and it's leaving the other middle linebacker one-on-one with the running back to see if they can exploit that downfield.
And they've not been afraid to leave the corners on quick little flanker screen.
Knee on the ground.
I don't think there was too much yards to be had after anyway, but...
No, that is one of the things that infuriates the most as a coach in this level of the sport where knee being down means the play's over, is... Especially on a screen, you may as well have not caught it. But as a previous playing receiver myself, I know at times you see the ball and you just do what you can to catch it, forgetting that your knee's going down.
So we are 3rd and 10 here.
They've got very spread out to the right-hand side. 51's coming. Got a safety roll down, so we've potentially got that backside slant.
Gone
Flat.
for the flat. Straight through the hands. I think
They're
I
starting
can't
to.
catch the number. Was it number 9 that made it across out there?
Yeah, they
sort of got
safety
in the way
came
and
down
made it.
on it.
Get in the way and made it difficult.
Yeah, so early
for the
on
receiver.
we talked about like them rolling them safeties when they see that jet motion, and to start off with they were just a little slow getting down there onto it. Whereas on that one, they're kind of gambling / just realizing now that generally on that jet motion he's going into that flat. So just tear ass downfield and get onto it. So we're going to be looking at a punt here from.
Yeah, and I'll say an important punt as well in the situation of the game. Liverpool have obviously got the momentum at the minute.
So we've got 88 back as well as
88 and 18.
and 18. So 88 has been a difference maker so far for Liverpool. Let's see if he gets the ball.
Hard to see it up there
High kick.
above the lights.
Oh, a good bounce for Liverpool. Maybe 25 yards on that
Oh,
punt.
left the ball on the floor.
Yep. Good job. The Liverpool players didn't want to pick that up.
I'm not sure how that rule works, if I'm honest, but
If the other team touches it but don't actively like pick it up to give it to the official, then it's a free ball for the returning team.
Yeah,
if
that
they
would
pick
have
it up and fumble it, it doesn't matter
I tell you, that would have been gone.
because it's already been touched.
Whole Sharks were off the field pretty much. So 17 still in the game.
It's one of them where it would feel a little bit cheeky scoring like that, but at the same time, it's on the whole players to pick the ball up and give it
You
to the
want to
ref.
win games, yeah.
Oh, big pressure in the backfield. QB chose to keep it, but
Yeah, it looked like a bit of a read option and QB kept it, but there was nothing there anyhow.
the problem was the guy who came clean through was not the guy he was reading.
Yeah.
So he was forced to keep it because of that man, but nothing else was set up. Yeah, that D-line for Hull still making problems.
They had a good game actually. Lots of pressure.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see whether Liverpool go back to trying to do some of them QB keeps to the perimeter, trying to run away from them interior D linemen.
On the sweep.
Oh, he's got some room.
Oh.
Well, a nice first down there for number 3.
Yeah, I'd maybe saying to 23 as well. I'd be watching a hit out of bounds. We've already given 2 flags for it last drive, and that one looked like it hit him right on the sideline as well.
Yeah, after essentially the flags giving away the touchdown that last drive, obviously full respect to Liverpool and their ability to run the ball and stuff like that, but you don't want to risk anything late now again. But instead of going to 88 on the jet, they decided to go to 3 on that one, and it paid off. 88 this time on the jet.
Yeah, and he's cut up
Turned
the
it
middle.
over. Good cut up the middle. He could go all the way. He's got a lane on the edge. Oh, great play by number 43
Yeah, it's the first
to
time
chase
we've
him
seen
down.
First time we've seen one of them jet sweeps. They've put their foot in the ground and sort of gone up the middle, which I guess Hull may be over pursuing to the outside. He's seen lots of them jet sweeps already today, and he put his foot in the ground and went up the middle.
Yeah, them plays like it killed them the play before it, getting to the perimeter.
Exactly.
And all of a sudden, their middle linebackers just flow that little bit too much and just leave their gap integrity.
Yeah,
and
and
it's a
great blocking
difficult
by
cut
the
because you're
line.
going at speed and you're sticking your foot in the ground and trying to go 90 degrees off it. But yeah, 88 showing the playmaker he can be, and this puts him in brilliant position now to take the
Especially with
lead.
score.
Hull bringing pressure again by the look of it. Well, QB chose to keep it, but straight into that blitz.
A very much needed stop on first down after them 2 bigger plays just given up.
Yeah, it slightly seems as though Liverpool just aren't identifying when they're getting cover 0 against them. So, like, that run,
I don't think
you're
they've had.
kind of hoping for a lot when so many people are run blitzing.
I don't think they've had one. They've had that one throw to the corner, but I don't think they've taken one real deep shot this afternoon.
The 17 brings back screen out to 88. He's got a little bit of room. Good block off the edge.
Yeah, another good game.
Yeah. That blocking on the edge is getting a lot better for Liverpool right now. But yeah, this game's just slipping away from Hull right now.
Drive, burning a lot of time. You're looking at it, they're definitely in field goal range, I would say, at the stage of the game and the way the score is. And you're kind of looking at the clock now, thinking at times ticking for how long you're going to have left if you get the ball back.
I think it'll be interesting to see whether Liverpool have got any tricks off of their jet sweep that they could maybe implement. Because now that they've got that working...
Yeah, tighter set here.
A wide snap, but he's booting. He's got a guy wide open in the corner, but he's keeping it instead.
Oh, he had 18 wide open in the corner again.
Yeah, however, it kind of seems like the quarterback either doesn't trust himself or doesn't trust the receiver quite as much. And it's not a bad decision keeping the ball and running to get a first down. Don't get me wrong, but
no, but you definitely come back to film and you look at it and you think that's just a pitch and catch. There's not even got to dart it in. It's just a
the secondary for Hull now
else there.
Trying to react to that run so much that they're just ignoring the receivers on the play action.
But as you say, now what, first and
another high snap.
Stumbling.
17's kept it off the edge, but no one's ran around.
Oh, he gets it to 3.
Yeah, I mean, he threaded that ball into a tight window there.
Yeah, for no gain, I don't think, though.
It seemed like all 3 of the receivers that were in that vicinity were stood next to each other.
It's like we talked about when they were down in this opposite end zone. You know, you want to see your receivers when you're running intricate patterns like flat corners and things like that. You want to see them clear definitions between high and low, especially the quarterback who's trying to read the field. You want to see your high and low read and you want to see who's open. At the minute, I don't blame 17 for taking a run apart from that last play because if you're running around, it looks a bit messy.
A jet sweep again by the look of it. Oh, QB keeps. While I understand them trying to use the jet sweep as misdirection after it's worked so well a couple of times, I would say their 3rd and goal. If the guys aren't flowing with it,
just give him downhill yards.
Yeah, I think give him a chance.
Just get downhill, especially on 1st and 2nd. A lot of lateral running.
Yeah.
Like a bunch set here now.
So we're 3rd down, I believe, here.
Yeah, 3rd down.
3rd and goal. Bunch set, we're just going to get misdirection. Ball hits the ground. Just got a little bit too fancy with the handoffs there.
So do they trust the kicker? It's close.
I'm not sure many of their players knew really. 18 seemed to be asking for a pass there, but the ball was handed off on a reverse.
To 18, he was open down in this corner of the end zone. He's been open up there. I wouldn't be the happiest of chappies if I was him.
Maybe it wasn't supposed to be a reverse, and maybe just like as going past each other, the ball just got knocked out or something.
Unless
I don't really
18's been like the classic receiver where you always come back to the run and say, I'm wide open. It's like, well, yeah, it was a run play. That's why you're wide open.
Blocking someone. Going to go for the field goal makes sense. Try to get that lead.
It is close. We'll see if they can snap and hold.
Yeah, hopefully we get a pretty good view here from this angle. See whether it gets in. Oh,
can't get it
delayed.
Can't get it away.
Holder just seemed to double snatch at that.
Special teams.
Yep.
Jay Clinton would be fuming.
And that is massive for Hull. After
huge.
Liverpool sort of controlled that drive very well. It looked like they should score.
And with the score the way it is, you ask their coaches, you can, do you know what I mean? You might have the opportunity to be on the 5-yard line and go for a field goal to go, what would it be, 1 point up with probably not long left. They'd probably snap your hand off. So to not be able to get that snap and hold away is...
Yeah, and while kicker isn't the most popular position in our sport and often isn't always given the most time to train for that, it can be so important in these close games.
Well, we look now, and it's only a chip shot. If you kick that for you're 1 point up, whereas now Hull are probably just going to try and run the clock out and get to a position to punt again.
Yeah,
a long drive and
another nice run from 16. Just not massive game, but he got maybe an extra 2 after the first bit of contact. I gotta say, I think the white kits look even sharper underneath the lights.
Yeah. I haven't seen our man had a different coloured jersey on. That's the point. Oh.
You get that blitz, got speed option off the right. Good hustle there from the linebackers.
I haven't seen our man with the different coloured numbers since the first kickoff.
No. Can't even say I can see him on the sideline when I look over there. Maybe his jersey was in a car that took a bit longer to get here than everyone else's.
Maybe.
But looking at Liverpool there, you got to say there's one person ruining it for the rest of the team in terms of they're all wearing white helmets, barring
the
one.
black lid.
Okay, so
3rd and about 7.
Yeah, Hull spreading it out.
High snap. Oh dear.
Well, QB just manages to get on that before 7 comes in to scoop it up. It's going to be a punt from there and good position again for Liverpool.
We had a safety there. What a uniball game that would have been.
Yeah. Whistles raining in.
Tell you something, I feel like it's been a long game. The first half, the first quarter flew.
I mean, it was all like 2 minutes.
Yeah, since that longer 2 minutes.
It definitely felt like that 2 minutes at the end of the first half was longer than the full first quarter. So, I gotta admit, I think I'd be keeping the ball away from 88 here.
Yeah, I know that they're punting from way back, but the returners seem really high up.
Returners don't really think the punter's got much of a leg by the look of it.
I would say they're even...
Yeah, maybe go back to the halfway line and you can attack the ball.
I'd rather be running onto the ball than going back to get it.
But
it goes over
it's
your
going to
head.
land 10 yards short of them and they're going to show us what we know.
Yeah, what do we know? What do I know? Good snap.
It gets it away nicely. It's a bit angled to the right. It's going to bounce out in decent roll for Hull there.
Yeah.
Takes it out to like the 45-yard line.
Still, if you're Liverpool, that's not a big drive you need to put together.
No, you're still only 30 yards to get into field goal range, potentially. I know they failed on that last field goal, but...
Yeah. That'll be the midweek practice, field goal practice.
There's 17 still in at quarterback. In that bunch formation to the right. Going for the screen again, but it's been read early.
Yeah, good tackle.
Great tackle.
Number 48.
Yep.
Paul.
One of them ones where it seems like Liverpool's maybe dipped into the well a couple of too many times on the same plays.
Yeah.
So that play's worked well in the last drive and the drive before that.
Yeah. And now I'm daft, but I would say there's only really been a selection of
jet
no
sweep
more than
and the
10
screen
plays that they've probably run. Yeah.
Jet sweep, screen, and then the QB keeps on like the straight sweep or like the zone read.
Yeah. But again, they might prove us wrong. Let's see. Steps up to throw, and he has thrown.
Oh, he had a man there. He just not on the same page. Receiver was really bending it in, and he tried to send him over the top.
Receiver looked like he was running a real sharp post, but the QB threw it a lot.
That safety on that side, though, will be proving a sigh of relief about that because the receiver was behind him. Seems to be there, that deep shot, if they could just connect. It's easier said than done, but...
Well, when the safeties have been watching the run all day, you know, my money would be on them switching off a bit. We're at 2nd and, 11, 12 now, so it's a big...
88 up through the middle. Oh, he just...
See, the bad snap just gets his head down and he never even looked up to play a pass. It was get the snap and then I'm trying to navigate through traffic.
It's another one where they had the right play called up. Number 88 was attacking the middle of the field open against the too high look. And 17 just got his eyes down a little bit too early because of that bad snap.
Maybe look like they're going to go for this. Obviously, they probably know how long's left. We don't, so that would influence my thoughts on this decision.
Yeah, very interesting. Because you'd think if there was anything longer than 3 minutes, you'd just punt it.
Yeah, because you kind of feel like if you give Hull the ball here, they're at least going to run the ball for another
QB keep off the edge. Guy wide open in the intermediate.
He has got it.
Nice connection.
I don't think we've seen that play all day. A receiver coming across, play action.
Not where they've actually connected to it. I think the QB has kept it a few times on that, but
comes all the way from the left outside receiver over the middle to catch a shallow drag, it looked like.
All the linebackers seem to just bite down on that run, leaving the cornerback and the safety to cover
well, it happens
the QB,
all the time.
the flat, the intermediate, and the deep.
You've got enough time for that receiver to come all the way across the field, catch the ball in stride. When you've already ran everybody else off deep, there's going to be that space underneath if you can just connect on it. Another pass, a deeper shot.
Oh.
No.
I'm not sure that's a flag.
A lot of calling for it, but
it looked like that was just too far out in front of him.
Especially the one that they didn't give for Hull earlier. The one up the seam.
Yeah, it was similar as in terms of the ball wasn't catchable for either.
I don't think the Liverpool sideline can be.
And that's the right area to be attacking. So they've got that too high look, but their safeties are coming downhill. So they're trying to attack that post in behind it. The quarterback and the receiver just aren't quite on the same page to attack the exact same area. I like that 17 got it out quick then. Just a little bit wider maybe, a little bit more down the hash marks. Maybe a touch more air on it to allow your receiver to react, but puts them in 2nd and 10 here. Whole sideline starting to get a bit louder. Or 17 panics.
Over the middle and picks. Exactly as you were just saying, you float it over the middle and you're asking for something to happen.
So that's obviously I'm not in the sideline or anything. I don't really know what's going on, but that kind of seemed like the coach had told the quarterback, look, that divider out, that spear out, hitting the middle of the field was wide open on the couple of plays before it. We're going to call the same thing in 2 plays' time. You throw that. Yeah. And because the QB never really got the snap in and just sort of like grabbed it, was just like, I'm just going to trust that it's going to be open and throw it.
It's a dangerous place to float a ball because even if your man gets it, he's going to get lit up. And if the receiver's nowhere near, then like we've just seen, it's easier to come onto the ball than it is to try and go and get it from behind your head. So the safety's always going to come down and have an advantage to get a floaty post like that. But Hull need to make the most is try and keep the ball for as long as they can, burn some clock.
Yeah, just stick with that running game. Reed 16 here.
Got a new QB in.
Yeah, good tackle there on that power play to the right, but once again, 16 just managed to eke out a couple of yards, like maybe only 2, but
not sure, couldn't quite see.
I mean, we don't know how long is left in the game, but getting to that point where you're like, we don't want an injury right now. We don't want an injury timeout. Come on. And my belly's getting to the point where it's thinking, I need food pretty quickly. Let's not have another injury timeout.
It's been such a funny game. Both teams have kind of been in and out of it, I feel like. Hull obviously started off a lot stronger than Liverpool have just started to sort of come into it this little stint, but I can't help but feel like they've kind of wasted them opportunities of good field position with
film review for both teams. They'll be going, regardless of who wins this, they'll both be going and thinking we could have put up at least another 2 scores.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's get a little zoom in on our glorious refereeing crew if I can. Oh, just to decide to do that the old different off.
The speed on that zoom.
There's Mr. Ball Out himself, Warwick Grosvenor. Deceptive because Liverpool's team aren't the biggest. You might not actually see from this camera that Warwick's only 5 foot.
So 2nd and 9 or 8? 8 or 9 rather. Singles on the outside.
Press on the outside on the right.
Yeah, I know.
Almost he's backing off slightly, but 7 comes flying through, but shovel counter.
Strong running, a good tackle by 20 actually to hold on to that.
I've got to admit, that was a perfectly timed call. 7 comes screaming off the edge, believing he was just about to blow up that speed option.
Yeah.
Not expecting that there's going to be that shovel underneath it.
And I think Liverpool are calling timeouts.
Yeah, so Mike Sison kept that in his back pocket until he needed it. He knew they were starting to buy it on them speed options.
Everything's got to work together. If you've got one thing, you've got to have something that complements it or goes alongside. And I have no doubt Mike's drawn this playbook up with that in mind of if you stop this, then we're this, and players complementing each other.
And we'll zoom in on Mr. Big Balls, Mike Sison right there.
Looking very athletic there.
Yeah, looking much more athletic than at the end of the adult season when he fell down some stairs.
Supposedly, anyway.
Something happened because he wasn't moving. Maybe his missus pushed him, I don't know. We'll bring some pressure here.
Oh, we're going to knee. So
taking a knee.
Very close. I never remember seeing a 2-minute warning, but obviously Liverpool knew about it because they were calling timeouts before, so it's just us that didn't know that was a 2-minute warning.
The other thing is we don't know how many timeouts Liverpool actually have because the ref at least hasn't shouted it loud enough for us to hear. But yeah, potentially just seeing out the game here. So slightly anticlimactic end in terms of just sort of like petered out.
Yeah.
But Hull will be more than happy to come away with this win.
With a win. And Liverpool, I think, will go back and think we could have nicked that. That field goal, not even far out. I think if he kicks it and you miss left or right, you maybe look at it, it is what it is. But to not even get the snap and hold down from that far out, yeah, another knee. We must be.
But yeah, we've talked about at the start of the broadcast, so Liverpool beat MMU, who managed to get a 1-score victory over Hull. So it's a big turnaround for Hull in them couple of weeks.
Yeah,
since
the division's really shaping up. The little I know, thinking that was Hull's first game of the season and a narrow loss, to then come here and now I'm going to touch wood.
Yeah, fortunately,
narrowly,
the teams look pretty competitive with each other compared to the UWE game last night. 60-0 at the half was difficult to watch.
We'll just wait till the finals to watch any UWE Prem.
Oh, I'm interested to see what the result of the Leeds-Nottingham game was today, obviously. We've got some big time alpha players playing for Leeds this year.
Yeah, and that's the game. If he holds the ball up and Hull escape with a victory.
Yeah, big win for Hull. Tight game. Liverpool could have come away from that. Let's just get a nice zoom in on Mr. Grey Moustache himself, Mr. Ball Out, Warwick Grosvenor.
As you said earlier, Nick, both teams will go away and look, there was opportunities there to put 2 or 3 more scores up or do better in the game. Liverpool had that chance at a field goal from, 5 yards out, only a little chip shot, and couldn't get the snap and hold down, which would have put them 1 point up. So, yeah, although the scoreline, you probably look at it and think that was dull. It was a game of a lot of swings.
Yeah, so thank you very much today, Ryan, for co-commentating with me.
Stayed a lot longer than I thought. No one else volunteered.
Yep. But hopefully you get into warmth, and best of luck with Sealand.
No, thank you very much.
And hopefully come back with a win.
Yeah, let's hope so.
And yeah, hopefully be back to stream a whole game before Christmas. I think they've got another home game. I don't know exactly when, but sometime before Christmas.
I'm no help to you, I'm
And
afraid.
hopefully Hull can keep on that winning streak as we see both teams lined up at the halfway line to shake hands on a very well fought and very clean game. Couple of late hits out of bounds, but they weren't late hits that got nasty.
Well, yeah,
They were
we
just,
should say well
just
done to
someone
the-
playing to like a little bit past the line. But
we should say well done to the officials. I know nobody likes to see coach staffs step in or people that, do you know what I mean, give up their free time to come and referee a game. But yeah, well done to the officials as well for managing the game. There was nothing too outrageous, no real big breaks in the game to discuss what was going on. So yeah,
so,
no VAR checks that take 5 minutes and then still are wrong.
no. Nah, it's not Newcastle playing today. We're not going to gift them a win. Sorry, I'm an Arsenal fan. All right, so brings the end today. Thank you for watching if you have. And let's go Hull for the next game.